Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Munchie B Talks Politics. I am your girl, Munchie B. Please, as I come in, share the live so the others can know that I am here. Oh my God. Welcome, 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 everybody. Share the live and rock and come in. Hello, Kirk. Wagwan. Share the live. Dawn 876. Share, share, share. Share the live. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, 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 Shirley and everybody. Now, guys, I am under the weather, but you know me have to push through. So, I'm gonna come. As soon as we have 100 persons, we're gonna start. 29 people. Please, guys, share the live. JK, engineer and architect. Munchie, you come too late. I choke, man, me I come too late at night. I don't know why. I don't know why me I come so late at night time now. I try to come at 8 in a JK. I don't know what is going on with me. Timing is my problem. I'm going to try to do better. I'm going to try to do better, JK. I apologize. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Please share the live in the group on Facebook, in the family group, and in the PNP group, everywhere, so we can talk. Almost by bed. JK, yeah, oh, you mean your bedtime? Yeah, old man. We talk about bedtime. It's just 8:37 now. Live from Eastern and East Rural. All right, politicking. Big up East Rural St. Andrew all the time. Hey. Yes, lifestyle. You know me do my thing already. You know me do my thing. I hear the Prime Minister say today, say play fool and find out. Me say thank you, Prime Minister. Thank you, Dr. The Honorable. Because we know say you are the man, you know. Prime Minister, not joke. 30 more persons, guys. Please share the live so we can have 100 persons to start. Now, this evening, we're going to start our program with what took place at the meeting, the committee meeting today, the Boundary Constituency Boundary Committee. How many of you watched that? How many of you watched the tune into the committee meeting today, the Boundary Committee? How many persons tune in? Because remember, we discussed it 2 days ago, you know. The committee sent a letter to the ECJ, asked them to come before the committee to bring some clarity and to ask them a couple questions. And the PNP run out on a ball. Oh, it is improper. It is improper to ask the ECJ to come to the committee. Nothing improper about that, because as I clearly said, night after night after night, and I will continue to say it because a lot of people never know. So I like to tell them when we find out stuff. The parliament created the ECJ. Therefore, the parliament can call in the ECJ, the EOJ, and the IC at any given time to ask them any question and any clarity on anything that they required. So the clerk of the court called them in today and to ask them a couple of questions about Portmore becoming a parish. Because you know what I find out, Jamaica and friends? The process of Portmore becoming a parish, it is very, very long and tedious. I'm a kind of little bit, I don't want to say upset, but I'm a little bit disappointed in my government for waiting so long to bring this legislation, because now that I realize how long it take, and you know, added to that the time when the PNP waste carry to court unnecessarily and all them stop here. I am beginning to, I am a little bit, I must confess, I am a little bit disappointed in my government. We had 4 full years to bring this, to turn Portmore into a parish. And I don't know if the government knew or our people, me never know, me personally never know, say it would have taken so long. I thought after we draft the bill and use the majority and pass it, and we send it, and we have send the bill to the GG, and the GG ratify, gadget it, whatever the word is. Then I think that after the minister read the bill, I think the bill would have passed and Portmore would become a parish. and the other little tidying up what we do, what ECJ do. I thought that was just like little housekeeping, you know. I thought the major thing was passing the bill, sign it into law, and Portmore becoming a parish. I did not know that the process would have been so long and tedious and strenuous, and you have to go through so many ring around. And the PNP is at every single junction, standing in the way of Portmore becoming a parish. I never even know you're the one, JK, but we lost 2 years. COVID never stopped we from turning Portmore become a parish, because I never like we go walking at the parish. It was all paperwork. We should have passed the bill from 2021 and then, you know, take in consideration say PNP bad mind, so they might go try stop the bill and everything. Now, anyway, first thing at the beginning of the committee today, you know, the chairman I go welcome everybody. She go distribute the minutes of the meeting and everything. And me say, people, after I go back and watch it, after my talk tonight, you guys can go back and watch. As soon as the chairman distribute the minutes of the meeting, here comes Fitzjackson. Here comes Fitzjackson. Mr. The way of Fitzjackson a fight under the committee. If Fitzjackson they put some of them effort here to help the people in his constituency, that constituency would have looked better. If Fitzjackson they put in all them effort here, Elva good night, into fighting for the people of Brayton and the people of Greater Portmore, the constituency uno look so. Me said, people, as soon as the chairman, the clerk of the house distribute the minutes, you know, the minutes of the meeting, you know, people, Fitzjackson start to have a problem already. Oh, chairman, I have some questions. Oh, chairman, the minutes is not correct. Oh, chairman, the minutes is laden with inaccuracies. Mr. Mr. People, before the committee even start, not one thing not addressed on the agenda yet. The man start find fault. Mr. The PNP, like, it, you know, the PNP should be studied. Mr. The number one duty of Fitzjackson and Anthony Hilton at the committee, and the boundary committee a week time is to just make problem and distract and just cause mayhem just to make the news. As the minutes, speaker, chairman, the chairman have to stop him and say, listen to me, Fitzjackson. The minutes of the meeting is written based on the YouTube channel. Is the clerk of the court write up the minutes, and Juliet Owens write the minutes of the meeting? It was the clerk of the house. So the chairman have to stop him and say, listen, if you have any problem after the ECJ leave, we can discuss it. But right now the ECJ is outside, them have them work to do. Let us talk to them first, and then we can go back for your little frivolous stupidness where you come with. Me say the minutes the man I find fault with, you know. Anyway, I'm say, oh, chairman, you know, I don't agree and I would want to do it. No, the chairman have to insist and put her foot down and say, no, we're gonna deal with the ECJ first, and then we go to your frivolous matter, because we know it's a waste of time. He just wanted to stop the progress. But anyway, guys, what the reason why I start my program tonight on this, because I wanted to play what the chairman of the ECJ said. Because remember, you know, the law was passed, the PNP stop it temporarily, go to the court, Justice Sykes send a ruling, and then the committee meet, we send the ruling to ECJ, and we send the bill and the proposed boundary to the ECJ. Now, what I did not realize, and I think a lot of persons didn't realize as well, is that after you send it to the ECJ have a whole barrage of procedure to go through before finalizing it and Portmore becoming a parish. So I want you guys to listen. Charmaine, good night. I want you guys to listen to what the ECJ chairman said the next process will be. Tell me if you not hear me.
Morning, Chair and members. I'm the Glasgow Brown Director of Election. On my left is TC Allison. She's the Deputy Director of Election in charge
of the
Information System Department. On my left is TC Allison, who is the Deputy Director of Elections in charge of the Information Systems Department. And on my right is Vermosky Russell,
No.
She's in charge of the GIS department of the Electoral Office of Jamaica. I can proceed, Chair?
Yes, you may, Mr. Brown.
We were asked, or the commission was asked, based on correspondence that we received from you, Chair, to give what we regard as a clear update in terms of where we are, in terms of the instruction that we got from you. And therefore, they say to the committee that our work is guided by what is required of us in Section 67 of the Constitution. The commission, that the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, requires us to establish an interface between the commission and the Standing Committee of Boundary. That has been done because we have received the instruction from the committee. And we, in the interim though, we have written to the Ministry of Labour, Ministry of Local Government, to so get the new boundary for the redefined St. Catherine. And also,
Could you repeat that? Could you repeat that sentence? You have written to
the Ministry of Labour, so local government, in order to get the new boundary for St. Catherine. Because as you would appreciate, that Portmore was a part of the old St. Catherine. So therefore, there's a new boundary description for the new St. Catherine. And that would have to be gazetted, as is per the norm with the other parishes. So we await that aspect of it. Is that better now? Okay. We have started the work in terms of the preparation, as was instructed. To apply what is known as the GIS technology and field work. We are about to embark on the field work for the new boundary and generate the relevant maps. The ECJ guideline, as was agreed by the commission, that it should be for boundary alignment, will guide the way we proceed going forward. Members, a key step involved the establishment of a formal procedure for reaching and recording agreements, along with the establishment of what is known as the Parish Boundary Forum, or known as the PBF, which will be chaired by a senior returning officer from the parish. That person will be appointed by me, the Director of Election. The PBF will be, as according to the guidelines, will be supported by a Parish Boundary Advisory Committee, the PBAC, which also will be chaired by a senior returning officer from the parish, appointed by me, the Director of Election. The ECJ will provide the necessary guidance and GIS technology support and electronic and paper mapping through the project to assist all stakeholders through the project. An initial meeting of the Parish Boundary Forum will be convened shortly based on the agreed structure. There's an agreed structure in the guideline in terms of the makeup of that PBF, and the Parish Boundary Advisory Committee will also be tasked to begin to conduct field work, realigning the constituency boundaries, reconfiguring the electoral divisions, and also writing the constituency and polling division descriptions. That's a part of the field work that needs to be done. So members, the field work involves two primary objectives. First, we must investigate in the field the new St. Catherine and Portmore parish boundary. To achieve this accurately, our team will be physically walking the boundaries, accompanied by guides and key stakeholders. And secondly, it is critical that when we do that work, we capture the GPS coordinates for the new polling division boundaries within the parishes of St. Catherine and Portmore. To establish these new boundaries, it necessitates a number of changes, and these changes encompass splits and mergers for existing polling division. It also will require the renumbering and potential renaming of St. Catherine constituencies affected by the alignment. It also will require the renumbering of associated St. Catherine electoral division, followed by the renumbering of polling divisions within those affected constituencies. And it has to be agreed upon the official naming and numbering of the 3 designated Portmore constituencies. That will be critical in terms of naming those new 3 constituencies that should remain in Portmore and the new Portmore parish. It will also, Chair, require the renumbering of those electoral divisions that now constitute part of Portmore. And finally, it will require the writing of the polling division's description for all impacted PDs to reflect the changes agreed upon. This step, the Commission believe will ensure the new electoral map is accurately defined and implemented both geographically and administratively. A part of the process, Chair and members, is that both political parties will be required, both major political parties will be required to submit written proposal. Hopefully, an agreement can be reached by all members of the Parish Boundary Advisory Committee. In a case, though, where no agreement by the Parish Boundary Advisory Committee, an established procedure for accepting agreement be with a consultation between the nominated commissioners and the Director of Election, followed after that consultation, that is assuming that no agreement is arrived at the PBAC. Following that, the preparation of final draft of realignment for submission to the PBF for signing. MPs and constituency caretakers, ROs, need to sign off on the new constituency boundaries, realignment, and the electoral divisions, and also the PD numbering. And this agreement, based on the guideline that we have in place and as agreed by the Commission, that both general secretaries of both parties, both major political parties, will have to sign too. These agreement or disagreement would then be submitted to the ECJ, and if accepted without any change by the Commission, then we move forward in preparing a report that will then be submitted back to your Chair as the Chairman to the Boundaries Committee of Parliament. An approval of this committee, the next step will be then lead to the gazetting of the new electoral boundaries, the electoral division, the PDs, and the constituency boundaries. Once this part is agreed to, then the acceptance of the Parliament would then be sought through this committee. And then we'll proceed based on that communication that will come back from the Parliament. Then the ECJ will then proceed afterwards in terms of doing the final step of the arrangement, and that is to communicate. It is our responsibility to communicate the effective date of the realignment, after which the voters list data set will be updated to reflect the new information, the new constituencies, the new electoral division and polling division. At that stage, then we will begin to print the list. And finally, that list will be published to other constituencies in the parishes of St. Catherine, and by extension that of the Portmore parish. And then Portmore will be officially, based on the electoral aspect of it, then be established for the electoral, guided by the electoral process. This, Chairman, is in summary, is where we are. This is the work, just to update the committee in terms of the approach that will be taken.
Based on that, good night to the persons who just joined. Based on that, we just play to Uno. Does that sound like Portmore will become a parish anytime soon? Just tell me. Based on what Mr. Brown just thoroughly explained to us, does that sound like exactly And that is why I said at the start of the program that I'm a little bit annoyed with my government, because we were led to believe that, you know, it was not going to take so long. And the thing about what me get to understand now from the ECJ is that they're going to form two committees. One committee for the one thing, one committee for sort out St. Catherine Parish, and one committee to sort out Portmore becoming a parish. Then them personally gonna walk in the community and do some other things him say. Then them gonna get one only person gonna go listening to themselves. But when me hear it today, I was very much upset, because based on this long out, drawn out process that we have to deal with, Portmore and the PNP stopping it and blocking it at every junction, every section. Because you hear the part where him say, if the PNP and the JLP do not agree, then them have to put them aside, and then them come agree, and then the GenSec, our GenSec and the other GenSec have to go sign off on it, and after they sign off and it come back, it's gonna be it's a long process. It is a very, very long process, and as far as me see it, Portmore will not become a parish before the next election, unless the election is called during December, which it is constitutional due according to Malawi Ford in December. That's the only way that Portmore will become a parish. And when the committee asked Mr. Brown how long you think, the man say he's not sure, he can't put a time on it because it's a very long process. He says it's a lot of work, so he cannot put no timeline on it. So I don't understand how we didn't know say that would take so long to turn Portmore in a parish, or we take so long to bring it to the table. I don't like that. I don't like that, guys. When we listen to it, and then the one Fitzjackson was trying to say that Portmore is not a parish as yet, because the law, because Desmond McKenzie no send the law to the ECJ. Some foolishness like that. You know, tell me if you don't hear that part there. And about 3-4 times he said it, you know, and he wanted the ECJ chairman to say it as well. And the chairman have to stop him and say, no, that is not in his purview. Him not decide that. It is the parliament who create the law and the parliament who pass the bill, and Portmore is a parish. And the chairman actually followed. I don't know if you know why you're the part, the chairman actually followed, because he want to push FEMA agenda. Him and Anthony Hilton, and I'm telling you, people, no go back, go watch it. Yes, when him and Anthony Hilton here say the long procedure with Mr. Brown layout, me say their face starts smile. Both of them start smiling immediately when they hear about the process, you know, because they say, yes, man, Portmore now become a parish no time soon. When they hear the list of things where the committee we have to sign, the committee we have to meet, go in at the parish and do them boundary thing, do them this and GPS, and when you hear the list of things, man, you want to hear. You don't want to hear it? Listen here. I don't know if you watch it.
A very detailed presentation, Mr. Brown. I must ask a question before I go to Member Warmington. Do you have a copy of the act as gazetted and passed, establishing the parish of Portmore?
I did
a
receive
copy is here with you?
I did receive, but I don't have a copy. I did receive the copy from
but not here with you.
But I don't have a copy, right?
I need to just grab. But please share. I wanted to appreciate, gazetted on the 12th day of March 2025, whether or not the area designated in the schedule, if you go to page 3, section 5, which continues into, and let me deal with this part first because it is very detailed, saying that it's starting at the point where St. Catherine and St. Andrew parish boundary meets at the Nelson Mandela Highway, easterly along the Fresh River, southeasterly. So when you read out exactly which, as a member of parliament, I am very clear, each PD is not described by a map alone per se, but written the indication and direction as to a description of what formulates both the parish boundary, and you went a lot further than we were hoping to go today. For sure, me, I was only at parish boundary, but how you would now get into the boundary of the constituencies in St. Catherine, boundaries of the constituencies in Portmore as a parish, and then even deeper into the PDs, which I know you would have established boundaries by PD. So I was at more the higher level of the boundaries of Portmore as a parish, which would equally establish the boundaries of St. Catherine as the parish remains, whether or not this gazetted designation is now in effect.
Oh my God. Can you imagine other company thing? What is? All other come.
Yeah, the answer, as I understand it, Chair, is that as a parish, yes, the boundary is in effect, but not necessarily in effect in terms of the electoral boundaries. But as a parish, yes. So that's why we need to do this rework to ensure that based on what is there as per the parish in terms of the electoral side of it, that's why we need to do the fieldwork, Chair. That's my understanding.
Next member. Member Wilmington.
To you, Chairman. Mr. Director, you mentioned quite a few times the parish boundary advisory committee.
Right.
So that is one committee that will deal with the St. Catherine and the Portmore issue. One committee, is that so?
The guideline do call for each parish. It refers to a parish boundary. So since it impacts on both parishes, the new Portmore parish and the St. Catherine parish, the thinking is that we'll establish two, because that's what the guideline says.
All right, because I heard you mention committee, not committees.
Fair
that's
enough.
why I asked.
Yeah, right.
All right, thank you.
Two separate.
Thank you. I'm happy to.
Member Hilton. What did he?
You don't listen to Hilton now. Don't listen to Hilton. Before you go and go clean up. Sure.
So, is it contemplated? You mentioned two bodies. One was a parish boundary forum, and the parish boundary advisory committee.
Right.
We have just clarified that it is intended that there be two parish boundary advisory committees, one for each parish. Is that the same being contemplated for the parish boundary forum, the parish boundary forum, the PBF, what you call it,
Right.
PBF.
Right, you'd have two, one PBF for Portmore, one PBF for St. Catherine, one
right.
PBSE
Okay.
for Portmore, one for PBSE for St. Catherine.
All right. So the question then was then asked by the chair about the boundary that has been gazetted and whether that was in effect. She as a boundary, she asked, the chair asked you whether the boundaries as gazetted was now in effect. And I wasn't clear about the answer to that.
Well, from what is clear is that what is gazetted is a parish boundary.
Yeah.
So we are saying, sir, for the commission, that we need to look at it relates to the electoral boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we need to, and that they need to be gazetted after.
Right. So the question of satisfying section, this procedure and this process is for the purpose of satisfying section 67 of the
As
Constitution.
per constituency boundaries, electoral boundaries, yes.
And the PDs within that, for polling divisions within that.
Right. We'll be looking at it in a comprehensive way. We're looking at the constituency boundaries, then the electoral divisional boundaries, and also the PD boundaries.
And the determination, what I'm trying to get from you is that the determination, or that the process itself, the procedure, will have implication for that question that was posed about whether that is a settled matter. The question was whether the gazetted thing was in effect.
the member.
Yes, as a parish.
As a parish it is. So
now you're what trying to say? He's trying to ask the ECJ chairman if if Portmore is a parish, if the law as gazetted is in effect. That man, that is not in the man job description, because remember the ECJ do not make parish. That is not the ECJ job, is the sole job of the parliament. And if the parliament pass the law and say it's parish, but no, the PNP already always I try to get a talking points and always I try to make the news at evening time and the paper. So in my try to say, since all of them work need to be done and the law and the boundary will be gazetted after you finish, that means that the law that was passed to turn Portmore in a parish is not in effect. That's in my try. So now listen to him. Listen to the crab laws.
So because in this committee, all of us seated here, as members of parliament, we have a very good appreciation of the fact that our constituencies and ultimately the parish is delineated, is documented, is written by a description, road by road, sometimes even a landmark is used, or a river is used to generate in the mind of people in the electoral office, in our voters' minds, exactly where their constituency starts, where it ends. I have a peculiar situation where on Harbour Drive, my constituency starts at 21, where the pink house is in one constituency and the house next door is in another. And persons who are listening on would not necessarily appreciate that. So the question that is being reiterated by Member Hilton, when the Parliament passes what establishes Portmore as a parish, and it is documented in words that these are the established boundaries of the parish, whether or not that is now written in stone, and from there on, what you're doing is taking it from the parishes established now in stone and working your way through the details of how this will work electorally with both major political parties.
Right. That's all the ECJ do.
So that's what Member Hilton is wanting to also confirm, that these delineations in schedule at page 3 in section 5.
A simple thumb
My God, guys, I'm so Ada come up.
Could be the key to reversing memory decline.
You change Ada. My God.
Is written in stone and final.
Yeah, and I'm saying that's the question. And so my
Quashi liar
is that the arguments that are being made and will be made in the courts is that
the arguments in the court that Mr. the PNP go back to court
should have been an exercise or complementing if it is seen fit. I'm not arguing about the appropriateness or not of what has already been done. The question is as to the legal effect of that. That's a separate question.
You saw him fool? Look how the man fool. He's suggesting that passing the parish and deal with the boundary should work together. Or you have to make boundary for your parish when no exist. The law is very all me could have be one liar. When you say quashi liar workplace, or you have to pass, or you have to create boundary and the law no pass and the parish no pass, write the bill yet. You also said quashi law and the PNP a problem. Or you have to create boundary, you don't have a parish. You have to pass the law first and create the parish before you can move to create boundary and to deal with PD and constituent. I don't know which liar school quashi liar go, but in useless. And if that is the ground where them go a courthouse pan, it is another deliberate way to slow down the process. It's just a slow down tactics them are come with, because this is common sense. You have to pass the law first, create the boundary first, and then send it to the ECJ to be ratified, to go through the paperwork and do everything, and then them come together and the parliament will decide ultimately decide what the boundary will be. But here this big idiot, oh, this is what we're going to go to court about because we want to know the legality. The legality in what? The constitution is clear. Only the parliament alone can create a parish. And which last schooling go do? God don't find out which last schooling go for me. Wanna listen him?
So, but please, that's your view. Yeah. So, yeah. So, I repeat my question. I think, therefore, that the question about its effect, its legal effect, is really not a question for you to settle.
Right. We are not here to answer that aspect of it. I think from the commission, we are more concentrating on as is our remit.
You can't define
Right.
Constituency boundaries. That's where our
Exactly. Constituency bound. That's the only thing them for do. Them no pass land and no create parish.
The Attorney General made it very clear to us at the last meeting that the establishment of the parish is the purview of the Parliament. Which has been done. The establishment now of the various constituency boundaries would be in consultation with the relevant stakeholders.
Thank you.
And would come back to us here
To make the final decision.
Boundaries committee.
Right.
Further discussion.
Exactly. So we question lawyer got court to go do.
Member Jackson.
No, listen to this one you know. Listen good.
I listened very carefully, Mr. Director, of your update. And you are proposing these constituency divisional and polling division, parish council division and polling division boundaries in the context of a parish boundary. It was said that as of now, that act that was passed and gazetted is not in effect by virtue of the court's ruling that it cannot, one step that was outlined is for the minister to set the designated date for the act to come in effect. That has not been done. So the law does not exist for all practical
You hear him?
purposes.
You hear him?
I want it to be clear
He's saying that the law not exists, so that means a Portmore not a parish.
that such an act is not in effect.
You hear him?
You may go ahead, Member Mr. Brown. And for me, Member Jackson, yes, I am very clear because the first sheet of the act says the date notified by the minister bringing the act into operation, and it is so highlighted here.
If I may, that said and acknowledged, Mr. Director, the exercise that you are going through with all the recommendations that you set out that would ultimately come to the Parliament through this committee represents mere proposal
I'm hear there.
in the context that a parish does not exist.
Member, I wouldn't be able to
You hear
agree
him?
with you there.
Hearing said the parish does not
I'll tell you
exist.
why.
Madam Chair,
Because
Madam Chair,
this is already
Madam Chair,
this is already law.
Madam Chair.
And Mr. Brown, may I speak?
No,
Member?
but I wasn't completed. Could you
So
allow me?
that is not a question we can ask,
But
Mr.
Madam
Brown.
Chair, why can't I be allowed to ask my question?
Mr.
You
Brown.
can differ.
No, Mr. Brown is not in a position.
But let him determine that. He's here
No,
to answer.
he actually answered that question before.
No, but I want the clarification from him. So can't I be granted that privilege?
Well, the AG answered us last meeting,
Madam
member.
Chair, is this a committee of all members?
Hold on a moment. Mr. Jackson, most inappropriate, Member Jackson. So, Member Jackson, Mr. Brown answered that question for you before. He cannot speak to anything legally as it relates to the Act of Parliament. That is not his remit. That is not the purpose. No, hold on, Mr. Jackson. I'm going to turn your mic on again.
No hear him?
No, you can't tell the man if he's making sense or not. Member, no member, not appropriate. Member. Hello, Mr. Jackson. So, Mr. Jackson, you can ask your question. However, I caution you, Mr. Jackson, Member Jackson, that we have already established both in the last meeting and earlier today in this current meeting that it is not Mr. Brown's remit to speak to anything as it relates to legal designation about anything to do with the parish, anything to do with the parish. It is a parliamentary procedure passed in Parliament, and this is where the discussion would have to be only in Parliament. When Mr. Brown and the ECJ comes back to us, it will be a discussion about boundaries, which is the remit of the committee. And I would say to you, Mr. Brown, since Mr. Jackson is feeling so aggrieved, remind you, it is not your remit to speak as it relates to the legal document in respect of the establishment of the parish.
Good.
Can I speak now, Madam Chair?
Member Jackson and then Member Hilton.
Okay, thank you. You know, Madam Chair, before I go into the crux of my question,
Hear him? Wanna hear him?
these committees of Parliament, for all the years that I've been here, provides a forum for members of Parliament to seek and obtain clarification on issues from members who appear before it here. So it is the privilege accorded a member to ask any question for their own clarification. A question from a member does not constitute a decision of the committee. And I was never purporting that to be the case. I was proceeding to ask of the executive, of the director of election, if it's his understanding, he can answer yes or no. And as often the case, if it is not his remit to speak to certain issues which have a legal nature, the competence of the officer allows him to so answer. And he ought not to be tried to be guided in one direction or the other.
Thank you,
as
Member
you have
Jackson.
now attempted to do.
No. Member Jackson, thank
And
you.
I take offense to that, Madam Chair.
Turn your mic on.
Turn off your mic, you chat too much. No hear him?
Just that implied earlier on, and I said earlier on, that our understanding of our assignment is guided by what the rules of the Constitution in 67. And therefore, we won't be making any comment as it relates to the parish boundary, the legality of it. What we are being asked to do is to concentrate on the electoral side of what is required. And that's where our remit is.
Exactly.
That's where our focus is as a commission.
Exactly. Fitz Jackson and the PNP. We see their strategy, and I think the chairman said their strategy as well. The PNP now is saying that until the local government minister ratify the bill and send it up to the ECJ, Portmore is at a parish. And all the rest of things what them do is just proposal, they're not legal. And I'm telling you guys, the PNP, one thing when I forget the PNP props man, then delay tactics and the way them can use courthouse. Because I hear Crash liar earlier, it's the law, he's going to go back to the court to decide. All the PNP want to do is tie up this in a court. I don't know, and I think personally, I don't know. Somebody who a lawyer can explain to me. I think if the minister did ratify the bill and say, yes, Portmore is a parish, then we're going to have a problem with the boundaries because the boundaries not created and the boundaries not legal. How we going to call an election if the boundaries are not sort out as yet? So I think that is the reason why the government, in my opinion, is leaving it open like this, because if the election is called, we can run the election like how it's there now. But if Portmore is a parish, we can't call the election until the boundaries are finalized. I think, in my opinion, that is the reason why we not really call Portmore a parish and ECJ, because ECJ would be forced to hurry up. I think we should have said it with so now, because the lazy people over ECJ would have moved with more speed. Because here what the man said earlier, him don't know the time when them are going to do all of their work and finalize this and finalize that. And I think the Prime Minister don't want to tie down himself and pin down himself to no timeline, so he'll leave that open so the election can be called anytime now, whether Portmore is a parish or not, because we will win the election and then we will continue with the process and turn Portmore to a parish. So anyway, guys, if you know why you're not going to make me know. So that is what happened today in the committee, and basically the chair, you're the one PNP again, no? You're further on down the thing, no? Here the one squash the liar again. One of them, one or two worthless one day. So, like how the ECJ come to the committee today, they don't have to come back on the 31st. What wrong with the PNP? Them a go like a walk the ECJ member, them a walk come a parliament. And I drive them a drive. And I pay them again. So what if they come back on the 31st? Like the PNP just expect we just sit back and allow them to run the country. Nothing is wrong if they come back again on the 31st and give us an update on how far they reach. Nothing is wrong with that. So the chairman said, look here, when chairman said we're not going to move the date, we're going to keep it and we're going to leave it open, and the ECJ chairman can come back and, tell us how far they reach and update the country, because the people of Portmore want to know and the country want to know how far the process reach. And nothing is wrong if we ask them to keep us updated every month or every other month. And I work that. They're being paid millions of dollars. I force them to do so much work, because this is the first time we have created a parish from when from colonial master create a parish for us. This is the first time. So nothing is wrong if next month they come back and update us, tell us, because based on what they say in Jamaica, a 4 committee, them are going to 2 committee, one for Portmore, one for St. Catherine for do something else, and 2 other committee for something else. So I will heap of work them have to do. So nothing is wrong if they come back May 31st, update the committee, come back so we can watch it and see how far them reach. Nothing is wrong if they come back June and update the country and come back July. And a hard work them a do. And land them a plow and plant peas. We should never, as I keep saying, guys, we should never ever run the risk of Parliament afraid of government agency or government entity that they create. We should never have a situation where we are pussyfoot around any entity because we're afraid that people say we have tried to intervene. They can come to the Parliament and people can ask them questions. Same thing with the IC as well. All of those things that were created by the Parliament should come to the Parliament, answer question, update the country, and keep the nation updated what them are going, what kind of work them are do. So yes, and guys, no more than ever, it is confirmed that the Jamaica Labour Party must win the next election. We have to make sure that we win the election to continue with this process. Because if the PNP delayed, I could have 5 years and delayed for Portmore will become a parish. And we have to make sure that we win the election, because we see what the PNP do. Every day Jackson come, he make problem him and quash a lawyer. I told them take over the committee meeting today. Nobody else asks any question. I think Bartlett said a few little things, but all of the committee about 2 of them. Them just want to try to just bring the thing to an halt, like what they do with the constitutional committee. That they want to do. Anyway, guys, so that is what happened today in the committee. Long and short of the story is that the ECJ admitted to the committee today that they don't know how long the process will take. It is a long, tedious process, and they're going to follow it to the T. And they agree to update the committee, and they agree to come back to the committee and tell us how far they reach. And the PNP was very, very happy today when they heard about how long it go take on, he said now go do before the election. Well, in my opinion, guys, coming now call election. PNP was very, very happy today. So let's move on to the next thing now. Now, our Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Andrew Michael Holness, was in Ferry today, breaking ground for a development, Raintree. When in Raintree, let me see if it, yes, development. Now, for those of us who know Kingston, and who born and grew in Kingston and St. Andrew and know Ferry, our Ferry used to stay under the People's National Party. We must appreciate the work of the Andrew Holness-led administration in John Black. Because for those of us who went to Ferry and drive past Ferry in the 90s under Percival, a long time the government want to develop out there, so you know. But because PNP did not have the money, and because of the level of corruption and donmanship that the PNP take over a Spanish town with, nothing could have been done. Now, under the People's National Party and Mayor Scott and Dennis Daly, the criminal organization was allowed to run a rampant in Spanish Town. No development was taking place in Spanish Town because of the People's National Party. Nobody wanted to invest in Spanish Town because of fear of extortion and people murdering them. And since Andrew Michael Holness won the election and clean up the police force and clean up the moral and now people feel good and people feel confident to invest in Jamaica. Now we're seeing a different St. Catherine under Andrew Michael Holness. Because we remember under the People's National Party, only thing we can remember about Ferry and when rain fall and out they flood out. That's the only thing come to mind when we think about Ferry. No development. And now, under Andrew Michael Holness, I saw where the Chinese open one big old garage out there, and the people of Jamaica are very appreciative to it. And now we see where they break ground now further down for the Raintree development. Guys, OPNP said time come and not now go under the country. All the People's National Party said time come and not now go on in the country when consumer confidence is up. More one of my bright people in the comment section for ask to explain to me, what does consumer confidence mean? Who are the consumers that have this confidence? Because remember, you know, people, and remember, in Jamaica, time come, not now go on. Poor people hungry. Baby mother can't buy milk for them baby. Pitney can't go to school. Pitney can't buy food. So who are these consumers that were captured in the polls? Who are these consumers that were captured in the poll? Anybody can tell me? Are they trees? Are they animals? Who are these? Who are the consumers? Because according to the PNP, Michael, not now go on. So who are these people? Who are these consumers purchasing things and confidence is up? The PNP said time come and not now go on. And the country in a recession and people hungry and people can't buy food and poor people can't send their picnic to school. Who are these consumers? And remember, the poll was done by Comrade Dan Anderson. Now, consumer confidence is up, PNP, because more people have more opportunity. More people have more money because of the policies of Andrew Michael Holness, because of the give back, because of the stability of the Jamaican currency, because of the economy is stabilized and growing. That is why consumer confidence is up. Because people can be assured that they have a job, so then when they work and get them pay, and they want one TV downtown for 25,000, they can go downtown go buy them TV because then confidence say they may go keep them job, and they can go back and work back that money. They can go and join a little partner. They can go and take out a little loan. They can go to housing trust and buy a little house. Consumer confidence is up because of Andrew Michael Holness economy. That is why consumer confidence is up. And me don't know where the people them, where the time come people them there. Because the people, the law-abiding citizens and the hard-working people of Jamaica are drown out the hungry belly handout PNP people. Consumer confidence is up because people have more money to spend, people have more opportunity, people have more jobs. Exactly, Michael. 14,000 jobs were added in the first quarter since January. 14,000 more people gonna work and I get pay. So of course we have more people working, more people buying more things, more people paying more taxes all across the board. The economy is in good hands. That is why consumer confidence is up. And based on the amount of work that Andrew Michael Holness is doing and breaking ground now in Ferry for this major development, no more people have got more work and more opportunity. A long time the government want to develop Ferry, you know. A long time the government want to develop Spanish Town, you know. Spanish Town is being held back because of the People's National Party. Spanish Town is stagnant because of Mayor Scott and Denise Daly. That is why Spanish Town is stagnant. And when Portmore become a parish and we separate Portmore from Spanish Town and Jamaica Labour Party have hand on the mayorship, we're not going to see the major development in Spanish Town. We're not going to see upon the Spanish Town and go clean up. Because first thing, the PNP done and the PNP criminal that is running the extortion ring in Spanish Town have to go. They are hungry. Today when the Prime Minister said no extortion and no done from Spanish Town, we don't want to see the walking dead with our face full of makeup. See our face, yeah? When the Prime Minister said to the PNP MP today, say no more than will take control of any site in Spanish Town. See her face, yeah? Because she don't know when she go tell the clansman later. She don't know when the clansman call her later. She don't know what she go tell him say. So her face vexed up. She never happy. Because, and you can tell, you know, guys, so the culture has changed, you know. Because when our Prime Minister went to Spanish Town Hospital to break ground to build the new Black and Spanish Town Hospital, and the Prime Minister tell the PNP Dan say no danmanship on the site, no extortion ring on the site. If you don't want to work, come work, but you guys will not be allowed to call it no pay for no work. The PNP never happy. But you see say work a go on, I want to hear gun friend from the PNP Dan. Because under Andrew Michael Holness, no Dan will be allowed to run any community and any parish again. So now work is far advanced on the Spanish Town Hospital, and now we're breaking ground at Raintree to build a major development. How much business place plus houses gonna build further on down the road from Caymanas Estate. No more than to take control of Spanish Town. No more than will be in charge of any site or any development in Spanish Town. And our Prime Minister was very, very clear today. Try it out, we see. Our Prime Minister was very, very clear today. Play a fool, I want to find out. And they must say the Prime Minister serious because they not eat no food. They not eat no food out of the Spanish Town Hospital, and they will not eat no food on this development as well. And the PNP, them has said time come and not now go on. But everywhere the Prime Minister, they are break ground and they are each up behind the Prime Minister. What was Denise Daly doing today with Falk and I dig up dirt? If not now go on and time come, what was Denise Daly doing at the site today? Denise Daly, you shouldn't turn up because not now go on all hypocrite. Me see you today I smile for camera and a dig Falk in a ground. We are dig Falk in a ground for. You say not now go on and time come. Our Prime Minister is building Jamaica one constituency after one by one. When Andrew Michael Holness done with Jamaica, Jamaica will be a first world country. When Andrew Michael Holness done with Jamaica, who run away comrade in the diaspora will not recognize Jamaica. Because a lot of you guys run away under Percival time and you don't have no papers to come home. So you don't know Jamaica, you come out of airport, you don't last. You come out of ferry, you go confused. When you go downtown, you go confused because our Prime Minister, the baby father of all projects, the baby father of all, the baby father we born every baby. Just if you have an idea, tell the Prime Minister, he will implement. That is the baby father of implementation. That is the performance boss. That is the builder-in-chief. Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Andrew Michael Holness. A long time the government want to develop ferry. And not just now, but the PNP never have the money. And the PNP turn over Spanish Town to the criminal organization where they have over there. And under Andrew Michael Holness, every criminal have to flee and run left Spanish Town. That is why Mayor Scott I look for safe haven down at St. Elizabeth, because he don't know what to tell the criminal them say. So our Prime Minister broke ground today. The rain tree development. Major investment. And under that development, how much businesses, how much development, how much company. And the people of Jamaica, that is what we want to see. When we went to the polls in 2020 and we voted for Andrew Michael Holness, that is what we wanted to see. A government that create opportunity for the people of Jamaica. No more handout. Go and find a job. No more calling MP and ask for $5,000. No more waiting for the MP if you come in the community if you go to $5,000 in a shirt. Go and find a job. The Andrew Michael Holness administration is building opportunity for every young people. Sunday the Prime Minister said when he done with St. Catherine, no little lazy boy, little lazy girl, I go walk around and dig out the hand me glanny. Serious. We broke ground today to build, to develop ferry. When I notice when last one see Marky G. When last one see Marky Jefferson. I don't take me eye see Marky Jefferson in hiding. Because the people of Jamaica finally turned their eye upon him. He can't come down and say, oh, I have not been in politics for long and I'm a businessman. The people of Jamaica want more. We're requiring more from Marky Jefferson. I don't have anything to offer. He's stagnant. He's reaching quota. That is it for Marky G. Right across the country, our Prime Minister is just going around from Spanish Town to St. Elizabeth, to Clarendon, to Mandeville, right across the country. Our Prime Minister is breaking ground for development. The people of Jamaica finally see how our tax dollars are being spent. Our UDC lands and people, we want the Prime Minister to hurry up in our third term and utilize all of the UDC land, because you see the PNP are plan for give a free land. The People's National Party is planning to use the UDC land to build up butchery for PNP people. While the government of Jamaica under Andrew Michael Holness is developing the land so that the young people can have opportunity and the young people can have jobs. That is the difference with the PNP and the JLP. 4,000 houses will be built in Cayman Estate for middle class earners, for young people between the age of 18 and 35. So as a lot of you people love talk about one house to buy, but you not look out on the eye. Please look and listen. 4,000 houses will be built in Cayman Estate for young police, for young teachers, for firefighters, for nurses. Take advantage of this. Go and apply on yourself. Go on up a housing trust, go sign up for a house and stop listening to the People's National Party. You cannot expect the government to put everything in our hand. You have to get up off our ass and go do some research as well. Me now have no iron fire, me ever look good. When will it start, Munch, at Ferry? Very, very soon, Royal, thing. This year, as a matter of fact, it start now. We break ground today. We broke ground today to construct. See, Michaela said 2,000 jobs during construction and 5,000 jobs will be created after after in all industries. So uno have and for you go and go look old. A lot of uno get up and about, oh, we can't buy house and we not get no house. Uno now open no eye and look. The Prime Minister was very, very clear on Sunday. 4,000 houses will be built on Cayman Estate plus on Bernard Lodge for young people between the ages of 18 and 35. Go and take advantage of this opportunity. Go on up a housing trust, go sign up for no house. Go and go apply on yourself. Because there will be no handout coming. No handouts are coming under the People's National Party. Marky G and him people might look something for themselves. So today we broke ground and the PNP was all over it like wet paint. Dennis Daly was there digging fork into ground. Major development coming to Ferry. And as I said before, and I'm going to say it again, a long time the government want to develop Ferry, no comrades, but they didn't have the money. And PNP Lego St. Catherine to the criminal organization. The government has finally taken control of St. Catherine, have the criminal them run up and down like chicken without head. As them put up their heads so the police shoot it off. What about low-income workers? Where in the world? You know what I don't understand with you people that is talking about low-income earners? Where in the world you see minimum wage earner can buy house? And this is not me bashing minimum wage earner, you know. It's just the reality. The government have put aside a special program to build houses for minimum wage earner. Because in nowhere in the world, people who work minimum wage can go get no house. So Jamaica is not like a Jamaica alone. Nowhere in the world you cannot work minimum wage and go up a housing trust, but you want to buy a house. It is impossible. So that have to be a separate program. But the young people, them young professionals who crying out for houses, these houses are for you. And the people them who work minimum wage, go to art and get a skill. And when the International Development Bank send back with money come give we from a skilled worker them what they capture over there, we will use that money to provide more jobs for young people and to maybe build some houses for some of the other people them who we think need an extra help. Because the International Development Bank already said they are going to pump more money into Jamaica to help with technology, to help with AI, and to help to build back Jamaica because they take a lot out of our country. We have to make sure, people, we have to make sure that the PNP don't win the election. Can you imagine if the PNP get the eye and the NIR? Can you imagine the PNP get the and the investment that they are coming into the country from the International Development Bank? When you think about it, if Marky General and his friend them ever get their hand on that extra money, God, I don't know what will happen to the country. I don't know what will happen to our country if the People's National Party ever get their hand on the NIR. And when the investments start rolling from the IDB Bank, I don't know what will happen to our country if the thief in People's National Party get their hand on those money and those resources. So we have to make sure that the Jamaica Labour Party and Andrew Michael Holness win the next election. 2,000 jobs will be created at Ferry, at the Raintree Development. Over 5,000 jobs will be provided after the development is complete. 4,000 houses will be gone for 4,000 houses next month at Cayman's Estate, and we already break ground for 15,000 houses in Bernard Lodge. This is what the government of Jamaica and the Andrew Michael Holness is doing for the young people. You can't get it any better. When I was 18 years old, the PNP and the Percival never create no opportunity for us. For those of us who left school under Percival time, either you go look for man, either you go farm, or either you go working at the wholesale. No jobs were provided for us. And under Andrew Michael Holness, when you can pick and choose. So no take advantage of these things. Now, me go stay upon Spanish Town and me go say this to the PNP. Me go say this to the People's National Party. You see the major investment that Andrew Michael Holness administration had made in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. We are reaping the benefit now. We have enough JDF members to put them on the site out of Raintree. We have enough JDF members to put them on the site out of Spanish Town. We have enough JDF members to send them right across the 14 parishes of Jamaica. Now, crime is down almost 37%, 36.9%. First time in years. And I saw where the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force kill an alleged criminal from Walton Park. And I don't hear from the Jamaicans for junta. I don't hear from Peter Bunting. I threat against the JCF, and we don't hear from the PNP. We don't hear from Peter Bunting. We don't hear from the JFJ condemning that act from the criminals. We don't hear from them, but as soon as the police kill a criminal, the whole of them run out. And I hope the people of Jamaica pay attention, because I saw where One Spot Media and where Sir P and other bloggers are saying to the people of Jamaica, open an eye because the police is doing a good job. I saw now where the major blogging site we have whole heap of followers turning them attention and the JCF and congratulating them. How can the criminal send out threat against the JCF and we not hear from Peter Bunting? How the criminal send out threat against the JCF and we not hear from Mark Golding? How the criminal and this party name, okay, Michael, thank you. Or the criminal them send out threats against the law-abiding police officer who have fight for the people of Jamaica, who put in their lives on the line for the people of Jamaica, and we don't hear from the Jamaicans for juntas. The only time when we hear from the JFJ and the PNP is when one Dan is killed. How comes we not hear from them? I hope the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force paying attention. I hope the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force look on these things when they go into the ballot box. Because regardless of which government in power, we, the law-abiding citizens of Jamaica, will never stand with the criminal against the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Regardless of which government is in power, we, the law-abiding citizens of Jamaica, we will never support no criminal threatening the police. And here we have the criminal them from Walton Park sending threat to the police, and we don't hear from the juntas. We don't hear from Mark Golding. We don't hear from Peter Bunting. We don't hear from Carol Narcisse. We don't hear from Jeanette Calder. We only hear from them when the police then do their work. Well, on behalf of the law-abiding citizens of Jamaica and Dr. Kevin Blake, any criminal will rise then gun against any police, when the police them now miss. And I want to congratulate and thank Dr. Blake for the hard work. And we want Dr. Blake to know say there's more for him than against him. And the sensible law-abiding citizen in Jamaica is with the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Because we know, say, and easy to do. We know, say, every single day when a member of the JCF put on a uniform and go, then put their life on the line for us. We know that every single day when a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force or a member of the JDF put on a uniform, when they strap up and go out the road, they might put their life on the life. Also, we want to thank them and we want to encourage them every single day for our platform. More of us is for you guys than the all the dirty toilet paper gleaner. This man, when we look on the toilet paper gleaner, you know, guys, you know what the gleaner do? The gleaner put say police kill alleged Dan from Walton Park. You know what the gleaner put? 96 person killed by the police force from the start of the year. You see that? Them are the next one. They are actually counting the amount of persons that the police kill and putting it in the paper. Eh? Oh, the police to date, the police kill must have 96 person. Why not? The People's National Party and the Gleaner and the JFJ, all of them, they are campaigning to bring down the Jamaica Labour Party. And I hope the people of Jamaica paying attention to this criminal organization known as the People's National Party and the Jamaicans for Junta. Instead of congratulating the JCF, because based on the report that JCF put out, alleged gunman have whole heap of blood on his finger. So instead of congratulating the JCF, the Gleaner put out the article and account how much people the police kill. That is what the Gleaner doing. But let me tell you something, Gleaner and PNP. I don't know if you don't realize this, guys, because I don't know me always pay attention. Last year, coming up to the local government election and the year before, every other month, the People's National Party put out a poll. Who remember that? What one Phoenix King? In 2022 to 2023, 2024, every other month, the People's National Party put out a poll. The PNP even say, Dayton Campbell even say, the PNP is constantly doing poll, and a poll them are used to win the election to guide them accordingly every other month. And I don't know if you guys are paying attention, because since 2025, the PNP don't release not one single poll. We are almost at the end of the third month, 2 weeks to go, and the People's National Party have not produced not one single poll. We're halfway at the third month in 2025, and we're not seeing a poll from Dayton Campbell. What do you think happened? Why do you think the PNP can't put out no poll? Why do you think the PNP now release no more poll? Because they are behind. Because they are behind. That is why I missaid last night, and I don't mind on the risk of repeating myself, because I like to repeat myself. That is why I am saying to my party, Marlon Morgan, Apka Fitz-Henley, and Dr. Chang, do not agree to no single debate with the People's National Party. The PNP is underwater. Let us not give them any lifeline. We know that if the PNP was ahead, the PNP would be putting out poll, because last year, every other month, they put out poll. Oh, Mark Golden 7 point ahead, Mark Golden 11 point ahead, Mark Golden pull ahead, Mark Golden ahead and Wholeness, everything. Do not give them any relevance. Do not do any debate with them. Let them go on about them business. Make the PNP go on about them business. They're underwater. Do not be fooled. If the PNP was leading in the poll, they would have released that poll. Thank you, Dana. We are almost at the end of the fourth month, and we don't get one poll from the PNP. One think they not put out the poll because they are behind. They are behind. We know Dayton Campbell. We know the PNP. If the PNP was ahead, the PNP know how much the poll motivate the PNP base. The PNP knows that when they release a poll to say that Mark Gold in his head is ahead, it motivates the base. And they cannot get Dan Anderson to lie for them. Don't get me wrong, you know. Dan Anderson was screw the number, you know, and change the narrative, you know. But because the PNP is behind, Dan Anderson refused to come out and put out a poll to say that PNP is ahead. And that is the reason why the PNP is not releasing any poll. They are doing polls. They are in the fields, but they're not putting out any poll. So when we take up ourselves now, go up on platform, go and give them relevance, a trend them, I got trend. And I say today on a TikTok live, if favor the gossip, we don't notice, you know, it was a setup, you know. It was an ambush last night, you know. If you don't notice how much PNP people turn up in an orange shirt with vuvuzela and camera stick out, it was an ambush. It was an ambush. And I am so happy that Favor had another engagement and did not turn up. The PNP came to get talking points. The PNP came to flood social media with videos with Favor today. It did not work. We must never agree to any debate with the People's National Party. Make them go and go debate among themselves. The Constitution does not recognize caretaker. Them are nobody. Them are nobody. We must never give them no clout. If you don't look, you come a town hall meeting. We are going with so much orange shirt. We're not going to have so much orange shirt. It's not a political meeting. You tell me so no better clothes could I wear? Then no neutral color could I put on? No debate is coming. No debate is coming. Guys, Mal and Morgan do not agree to no debate with them. They not run the country. They not set no trend. A clout them a look. They are looking clout. That is what they are looking. They are looking talking points. Something to motivate them base. That is what they want. They want we to come debate with them. No, see the 3-peat spread which the lady come with last night. No, see the 3-peat spread where the runaway comrade come with last night. It was a plan. And everybody have their phone put out. Because they want to, I don't know, say Favor have a soft-spoken voice. So I should have done just cow down Favor and then the PNP, yay, and video it. No. Make PNP go on about them business. Make PNP go on about them business. Favor is a 2-time MP. She won this. She going for a 3rd term. Let them put some respect on Favor name. Favor is no pla MP. Favor is a twice elected member of parliament and the finance minister of our country. Let them put some respect on her name. No debate with Patricia. Patricia is a loser. Patricia and nobody. Patricia and nobody. This is our finance minister, our most respected, highly qualified member of our administration. Let us not subject her to that. No debate. Patricia is nobody. Make Patricia make she go and go debate among herself. Who is she? No debate. The only time we should see anti-Favor on any platform debating is when the election is called against Leonard Julian. No little pla candidate not supposed to come step to a finance minister talking about she want debate. She didn't even address Favor last night properly. All she talk about Favor. Juliet. She don't even respect the woman position. She didn't even respect the member of parliament as the minister of finance and the duly elected member of parliament. She talk about Favor never do this. Favor never do that. She's the member of parliament. Put some respect on her name. No debate. Go on about your business. No Duncan in parliament. What you want on debate? Go on about your business. You're a loser. You are a loser. She was very disrespectful last night to Favour, and bring me to call up the lady name and I talk about Favour. Oh, what has Favour done? What is Favour run on? What is her mandate? She not do nothing. Favour. You know, no respect. You're not qualified to be debating with Favour, my love. You don't qualify. You and Favour and I see him. You're a loser. You are a loser, woman. You're bright. Favour is a minister. You are a loser. Twice elected. And the first female finance minister in Jamaica. Put some respect on her name and go on about your business. But you come with a 3-page spread, but you come for debate. Go debate yourself. Who are you, man? You're nobody. Go debate yourself. You're a loser. No debate. Let us not agree to no debate with the PNP. And George, we love you very much and we respect you very much. And you do a good job. And you're a brilliant journalist. But there will be no debate before the election. No debate before the election. When the election is called, the government, the Jamaica Labour Party hierarchy will decide who we are going to send go debate. We do not set no agenda for us. Are we in a government and are we a run government? We do not set no agenda for us. Out of order, but you're up there about Favour. Every minute here right now, Favour didn't do anything. All the people of Augustown, only thing Favour give them is Zozo. All the people of Mona, only thing Favour do a fix, a clean the gully. All the people of Standpipe, only ask Favour to help them get the land title, nothing. Go on about your business. Go on, you nobody not elect you. We not count you. And we don't talk. Now another thing now, guys. Another thing now. I saw where the PNP, the People's National Party. Boy, I'm telling you now, guys. We have to keep our eye on the PNP every single day. We can't move with eye for the PNP. We can't take with eye for the PNP. Because the PNP set out to mislead and to put out misinformation and disinformation and problem in the country. We cannot take our eyes off the People's National Party. Now, I went back and I look on Miss Beswick. Because we never pay attention, you know, guys. Because when Commissioner Beswick got the job, I was one of them who said, let us give her a fair time. Let us give her time to clean up the IC, to sort out herself, and we're going to give her our due diligence so she should do her work. But little by little, me I lose faith in a Commissioner Beswick, And I want to ask a question tonight. And this is just a question. Commissioner Beswick, come here, madam. Are you related to Ronif Lawrence? Are you in any way related to Mr. Ronif Lawrence? The people of Jamaica want to know. And this is a question, I'm not accusing you. I'm not making a statement. It's a question. Are you related to Ronif Lawrence? Because I am being reliably informed that a whole heap conflict of interest are going on the IC. I am being reliably informed that the IC, a friend and family and company, they must stop the IC with. So I want to ask Commissioner Beswick tonight to put out a statement and make it categorically clear to the people of Jamaica that she's not related to Ronif Lawrence. We want to know. Because I was wondering, how Commissioner Beswick come out so strong against the government and I ask the proof. Why did she come out so strong and I ask for proof? Why she protect Ronif Lawrence's what? No, I want to know, and the people of Jamaica want to know. And I beg some of my people them on TikTok, please, me I beg you help me ask the question to Commissioner Beswick. Are you related to Mr. Ronif Lawrence? Is he one of your family member? Is he one of your far distant cousins? Are you guys related? Come out and tell the people of Jamaica. Come out and clear up this quick and fast. And I am calling on my government to write her a letter and ask her that as well. Marlon Morgan, please write Commissioner Bestwick and ask her if she's related to Mr. Ronif Lawrence. Yes or no? The people of Jamaica want to know. Because we will not sit idle. We will not sit quietly and allow the People's National Party to take over the IC before the election or before we dissolve it. Who did see Comrade Pantan at the town hall meeting last night? Who saw Comrade Pantan at the town hall meeting last night? Who did see him over the PNP section? And when you see the labor right, them run out and step up on Comrade Pantan neck, you know. You know, go talk about, oh, the IC is not political and the IC is this and that. You never see Comrade Pantan at the town hall meeting. You never see Master Jam. Comrade Pantan was at the town hall meeting last night over the PNP section. He never had an orange shirt, but he was there and he sat among his people. He sat among his people last night at the town hall meeting. Yes, he was there. I'm telling you, guys, the PNP under Comrade Pantan and Percival and Greg Christie and the other one we named Stevens and the other one we named Crawford. They have done so much damage to the Integrity Commission. The only thing left we do is just start over from scratch. The Justice Comrade Pantan, Percival Noel James Pattison, Greg Christie, Crawford, Beresford, however I want him. They have done so much damage to the IC. The only thing we have to do now is just crack the IC and start over from scratch. He was there. He was sitting among his people, writing at the orange section. He was there. They have done so much harm. The Integrity Commission has no integrity, no time at all. None whatsoever. I mean, I wonder to myself, when the Integrity Committee are going to meet. Anybody know? How comes the Boundary Committee meet 2 times back-to-back before the IC Committee? How comes the Boundary Committee met back-to-back before the IC Committee, guys? Anybody can tell me? Is it that we have the same members and it's clashing? Because the IC committee need to convene and start the process of dissolving the IC. Because, of course, he was there sitting among his people. He never hid. He was right there sitting among the PNP people. He never had an orange shirt, but he was sitting with them. And that is why when we, the Labour right, and the dirty Labour right, and the tribalist Labour right, sit down on social media, and we are called for our government to rip up the IC, I can start from scratch. We don't really business if we don't want to say we tribalists, because we don't need to toe no government line and no party line, because we are rebel. We are rebel, and we are saying to the government, good night, brother, we are saying to the government, rip up the IC, I can let's start over. It is very, very clear that the People's National Party have taken control of the Integrity Commission. It is very, very clear that the IC has been run by the People's National Party. That is why Dayton Campbell, best friend, up there, because them are wait to come scandal to bring down Andrew Michael Holness, because the People's National Party cannot win the election by no other way. The PNP cannot win the election no other way more than to make up propaganda and scandal. Because based on the level of work that is being done by the Andrew Holness-led administration right across the board, the PNP have absolutely nothing to campaign on. So they're depending on the IC to bring down the government. So I want to know somebody to tell me tonight, how comes the Boundary Committee meet 2 times before the Integrity Committee? What the Integrity Committee there? Time to dissolve. Time to start over from scratch. Time to rewrite the bill. Because we, the labor right and social media, we will not sit quietly. Every single night, but every single one of our platform, we're going to talk about the Integrity Commission, and nobody can tell us if we stop. Because we saw what they did. We saw what Comrade Pantan did. And we will not again sit idle and allow Justice Bestwick to do the very same thing. Fool me once, shame on me, and you fool me twice, shame on me, and me are the fool now. So we are calling Commissioner Bestwick to address this, answer this question. Are you related to Ronif Lawrence? Are you related by blood to Ronif Lawrence? Send out the message. Send out the message to Commissioner Bestwick. Are you related to Ronif Lawrence? The people want to know. It is a legitimate question. We are paying you. Our tax dollar pay you. You must answer to us. You must answer to us, Commissioner Bestwick, and we are pay you. Are you related to Mr. Ronif Lawrence? That is the question. Question sign at the end. You must answer to us. And I'm calling on the government, Marlon Morgan and the Labour Party. Write a letter to her and ask her to address this. The country want to know. Because Mark Jefferson Golding before we elect Justice Bestwick, Mark Golding went on more than one political platform and said the IC must not appoint nobody that have any conflict of interest and no one that has any tie to any political party. Mark Golding is on record saying that. Mark Jefferson Golding is on record telling the government, chiding the government, and telling the government, do not appoint anyone that have any political affiliation to the Jamaica Labour Party. So it is a very, very legitimate question. Are you Justice Bestwick? Are you related to the PNP man, Ronif Lawrence? We want to know. The people of Jamaica want to know. And I am calling on Marlon Morgan tonight. If anybody see him, tell him say so. Let us write a letter to Commissioner Bestwick and let us clear up this once and for all. It's a simple question. Yes or no. It's not a hard question. We're not asking a hard question. It is very important to make this clear to the people of Jamaica. We don't want no conflict of interest. We don't want no family member. We don't want a friend and company at the IC. It is very, very easy to answer. Put it in writing and let us send it to her. We will not. I tell you, we know Prime Minister build a nation and not build a tribe, but we, the tribal one, will never sit idle and allow the PNP and the IC to bring down our government. Our government that has done so much for the people of Jamaica. Our government that has brought the people of Jamaica from poverty to prosperity. Our government that has done so much to change the lives of ordinary Jamaican people. We will never sit idle and allow the IC and the PNP to bring our administration down. We not sit down quietly and allow it. So please, Marlon Morgan, write a letter and send it up to go give her. Make sure write back one and send to you. Because as it is now, as of now, we have no confidence in the Integrity Commission. We have no confidence in the Integrity Commission. We don't trust them. We don't, from Commissioner Bestwick straight down, we do not trust them. Until the commissioner remove Ronif Lawrence or answer the question, we do not trust them. And no report sent to the parliament from them should be taken seriously. We never take them seriously at all. They have no integrity. And this is because Comrade Pantan and Percival have single-handedly damaged the Integrity Commission. It started with him. Una notice from Comrade Pantan gone, the PNP now not for campaign, and me see them when I put on political platform and then gone back. Oh, the Prime Minister have 28 bank accounts. Oh, the Prime Minister statutory decoration. Oh, Jamaican people don't want to hear that. That's a 9-day wonder. Next. We don't want to hear that. Uno boring now. Uno boring now. The people of Jamaica don't want to hear that. Our country, the way our news move fast and our culture stay. The people of Jamaica don't want to hear nothing but the statutory declaration right now. The people of Jamaica want to know what is the PNP bringing to the table. What the PNP will be doing differently. We don't want you not more an Andrew Wellness and a 28 bank account. Because we sorry say never have 30 or 31. We don't business, we don't care. Because if we have evidence, we would lock him up long time and would have send the report to the parliament. So we do not care. That is played out. We want something new now. We come with something else that now go work because our government grown out a ferry to develop ferry and to put businesses there for 5,000 Jamaican. Our government grown out a Bernard Lodge to build 15,000 houses for young people. Our government is gonna break ground and Caymanas Estate to build houses for 4,000 low-income earners. Our government give amnesty to poor people, water commission. Our government cut the GCT pan JPS. Our government is giving out $20,000 to people who now, and as a matter of fact, speaking of the program that for the $20,000, all the people them who never get no money where they with the $20,000, the working people them who never get no money, time to sign up for the $20,000 give back from the government of Jamaica. Our government is giving back tax return. Never in history under Percival Noel James Patterson have there been a government who would give tax return. Tell me which government give tax return. This government and Jamaican Wellness is giving back tax return to the people of Jamaica. Thank you, Michael. The Solidarity Program. It is for everybody. It's for everybody, Michael. It's for taxpayer, everybody. It's for the people who never get none where they are. For the people who now work. Everybody qualify. Once you never get none of the $20,000 way there and you never qualify, you can sign up for this one. It's for taxpayer, people who never get no money where there. Yes. So go and go sign up for the tax return. Go and sign up when the portal is open. Sign up for the tax return. Or for the MP, go to the PNP MP and ask to sign up to get to the $20,000 because never in history has there been a government able to give away tax return. That has never happened under the People's National Party. That is because of the good management of the economy. That is why our government can give back so many benefits. Our government can give back benefits because when Mark Golding tell the Prime Minister, say, if you take out how much percent out of the budget and give to the PNP people at PNland, the Prime Minister said, no, we're going to pay down the debt and in 2 years' time, we're going to free up more money so we can give tax return to the people of Jamaica. No, we're not give the PNP people no one-night food. We're going to pay down the debt. So in 2 years' time, we can give a tax break on JPS. We can give a water amnesty. We can give a tax return. We can do more for the people of Jamaica. That is the reason why when Marky Jinal in 2021, 2022 told Dr. Clark to give PNP people some money, man, they're hungry. Dr. Clark said, no. We're going to pay them with debt. It's like you go to courts and you buy one fridge. And if you take 5 years to pay off the fridge, you're going to pay 150, for example, 150,000. If you pay it off quick, you're going to have more money in your paycheck to do other things. That is what Dr. Clark did. We pay them with debt and lessen the interest for with debt. So now we have money to give tax return. Now we have money to give amnesty right across the board. We could have never put in Marky General and the PNP. Now we can roll out more school buses in rural areas. Now we can add more people to the PATH program. Now we can give our pensioners more. Because because when the PNP was suggesting that Dr. Clark run with it, Dr. Clark said no. And now our economy is strong and healthy. And even though Trump are going with himself and a fling tariff all over the place and at the stock market in America around up and down, Jamaica economy is strong and stable. Jamaica economy is healthy. Consumer confidence is up. And the only reason why business confidence is not up is because of the tariff by Donald Trump. It has nothing to do with the government and the economy. So we could have never support Andrew Michael Holness government to put in Marky General and in Tiffin crew. Not when so many things this government is doing. Right now, all the farmers and the single parent and the people in man part are collecting black jump. All the farmers are collecting their seed and their fertilizer and them pipes and their hose and everything from Flight Green. We could have never put in Marky General and in crew when this government has done so much to change the lives of ordinary men and women in our country. And somebody sent me, no one love send me Stefano video. So somebody sent me one video just before me come on of Stefano posting Cornwall regional and about all people they pan cheer and people they pan this. You know me realize I'm gonna take Dr. Tufton approach. Uno say Dr. Tufton now look pan them. Uno say Dr. Tufton now look pan Dr. Paisnan in crew. Because I don't know if you guys realize this, because crime is down. And because unemployment is down, and because business confidence and consumer confidence is up, and because the economy is strong, the PNP now is pivoting now to healthcare. When I realize them I look somebody else to take said pan. Yes, they are now attacking healthcare. They are now attacking healthcare because they don't have nothing to talk about. Because crime is down, unemployment is down, more people going to school, more people going to work, more people have more money, confidence is up. They move now and go attack healthcare. But you don't realize I am going to take Minister Tufton's approach. Minister Tufton now look pan them. So me now go waste my bread pan them either. Because we don't see already when Dr. Pison come out and cause Tufton pay him dust. I am going to pay them dust as well. I am going to pay them dust as well. Because I see the little strategy and I now fall for it. I now make them beat me. I now make them beat me up. So even though I see the video, I'm not even going to look at Stefano in one room. Because we know that in 2015, according to Dr. Poison, the healthcare system was in shambles. We know that. So based on what we know, we don't need to waste bread pan them lands. It's true. Because we know, and the people of Jamaica know as well. The people of Jamaica know as well. So we don't need to talk about that. Because we know that our government has done more for healthcare than any PNP administration, because under the 18.5 years of Percival Noel James Patterson, PNP did not build not one single hospital. They borrowed money and renovated a couple, but they didn't build any. We know that. So we know that we have the track record and we have the information. So we don't need to go toe-to-toe with not stupid people. We know that our government, our administration and the Andrew Michael Holness have spent more money on healthcare than any other government, has broken ground to renovate and to build new hospital building, new Black Spanish Town, UWI, Cornwall Regional Health Center down at Clarendon, hospitals right across the country. We know that. So we don't need to tit for tat with no idiot people. We don't need to be wasting our time with them. So of course, me see the video, guys, but we know say a propaganda that attacking them a look, attacking points them a look because they can't talk about crime anymore. They can't campaign on crime anymore. They can't campaign on unemployment anymore. They can't campaign on the economy anymore. Because based on the work of Andrew Michael Holness and Dr. Chang, the Jamaica Constabulary Force under the leadership of Dr. Kevin Blake is doing an excellent job. Crime is down 36.9%. I'm going to call that 37. You know why? When we are do maths, they say anything over 5, we must add the 1. Allow me to tell Mikhail, tell me if I lie me to tell. When that they used to tell when we are do maths, anything over 5, we must add round up. Thank you, Mikhail. It's to round it off. So we're going to round it off and call it 37. We're going to round it off and call it 37%. Crime is trending down because Andrew Michael Holness does not align himself and does not align the Jamaica Labour Party to any criminal organization. The Jamaica Labour Party under Andrew Michael Holness does not align. I wonder if you realize, since Andrew Michael Holness took control of the Jamaica Labour Party, he has moved the party from the right to the center, and now we are the party that law and order party. We are the party for the poor people. We are the party for the working class people. We are the party for the business people. We are the party for the young people. That is the Andrew Holness Jamaica Labour Party. We don't align ourselves with criminals and criminals organization. Andrew Michael Holness has moved the Jamaica Labour Party from the right to the center right. We not align ourselves with no criminal organization. We not align ourselves with nothing to do with crime. We are law and order party. We enable the police to do them work. We give them the resources that they need. We gave the teachers the resources that they need, even though they're ungrateful and go like say we not do nothing for them. This government have given the teachers the highest salary that they have ever gotten. This government, when it comes to teachers, when it comes to nurses, when it comes to doctors, every public servant have gotten the highest salary increase under Andrew Michael Holness. Pensioners have gotten an increase. Part beneficiaries have gotten an increase because of Andrew Michael Holness. So we will never align ourselves with any criminal organization. If they try it, then we'll see, according to Prime Minister Holness. No criminal organization will be allowed to run Jamaica, not under Andrew Holness government. And no make no sense, no criminal put on no green shirt, because that will not work. That will not work. And our Prime Minister was very, very clear today. The Jamaica Labour Party is the party for Jamaica. We choose Jamaica. We choose Jamaica. We don't choose criminal and criminal organization. We don't choose party over country. We don't choose Tapanari's friends over country. Not if the diaspora will not choose over Jamaica. Because a lot of persons in the diaspora will run away under Percival Noel, James Patterson, and Michael Manley, who live in Florida and New York and Washington, D.C. and Atlanta. They can't even open their mouth and say hey to President Trump. But they would write a million letters and they would do a million videos and tell the Prime Minister how to run the country. We not choose Uno, we choose Jamaica. Nobody in the diaspora, whether you be JLP or PNP Of course, the Prime Minister go listen to advice. Of course, the Prime Minister go respect, you know. But you guys need to realize that at the end of the day, Andrew Michael Owens was elected to run the country. And that is what we want him to do. That is what we want him to do. That's why we elect him. And he will get his third term. Because the labor right and the independent we are determined. I'm telling you earlier, from us see the PNP no push out their head with no pole, them underwater. Them underwater. That is why they're so desperate. That is where you see the woman Rosemary Shaw out of Eastern St. Thomas a stop road work with Michelle Charles do. That is where you see Zolika Jess down as Northeast St. Elizabeth. I tell PNP people say the ball say they don't want no market. That is why you see the PNP down at St. James I put up all different type of posters. Then desperate. They're under heavy pressure. That is where you see Isaac Buchanan taking himself down on a Portland, gonna set up shop. He move on a Portland because he underwater and Dayton can do the poll and he's still trailing action on. The PNP now gain no traction. That is why they come now, and I mean now blame George, you know, Labor Rights and Friends, because I love George Davis. I mean now blame George. It was a good idea, but too early, George. Too early, a false start. You false start, George Davis. Too early. Too early. We now give PNP no clout. We're not giving People's National Party no clout. The PNP will not be allowed to make any video and make no mockery and disrespect no member of the Jamaica Labour Party. Never happen. Never happen. None at all. Why Miranda never called for a debate with Floyd Green? Why Miranda never called for a debate with Floyd Green? Why Dr. Dixon never called for a debate with Nesta? Why Peter King never called for one debate with Juliet Holness? Why Runaway one day never called for one with Juliet Cuthbert? Wanna take set pan Favor Alpha? Wanna take set pan Favor Alpha? That will never happen. That nah happen. No debate. No debate. No go about to no business. We not run country. Nobody not elect to know. And I am saying now, guys, in closing, because I already reached 2 hours to write it. I am saying now to my party in closing, please let us write a letter to Commissioner Beswick and ask her to and answer the question to the people of Jamaica. We want to know. I don't even know where the phone there if you take a call, Michael. I don't see the phone for weeks now. Because nobody not really a call me. I don't know where the phone there. So the person who have me other number can call me for my other number. The person who have my personal number, look, whole heap of people have it. So you can call me if you don't want to talk. A lot of person in a group with me have my personal number. Yeah, they not get no traction off of Favor, but you know come with woman come both you know one debate. You know Favor Williams, Minister Favor Williams, Minister of Finance will be respected. Judge, if you want a debate, go and go call Floyd Green. Go and go call Pernell Charles Jr. And them the people they want to go call for debate. The finance minister deal with the affairs of the country. The finance minister is busy. The finance minister is busy dealing with the affairs of the country. She not no time for debate with nobody. Maybe you can get Floyd Green for half an hour or 1 hour for contact to. No, go call him. I go call Nesta. One go call Nesta if you don't want a debate because maybe Nesta can find only 1 hour for go no. But the finance minister is very, very busy. She don't have time for Sutherland woman. Make she go on about her business. So anyway, guys, in closing, thank you so much for the support as usual. Mrs. Ona support the program and I thank you very much. Anybody who know Mr. Marlon Morgan, ask him, say, on behalf of the Jamaica Labour Party, the tribal community, we're asking him kindly to draft a proper, appropriate letter and send to Commissioner Bestwick, asking her to answer this question: are you related to Ronif Lawrence? Put it in a proper words in for Marlon Morgan. Don't depend on us to do it because you know, so we don't write it. Put it in properly, word it properly for us, and send it up to Miss Bestwick or ask her there. And in the meantime, let her know that we're still expecting Ronif Lawrence to leave the post because we don't want no friend of Dayton Campbell at the IC. And in the meantime, again, we're calling on Mr. Bartlett, who is the chairman of the IC committee, convene the committee and call the IC to come before the committee to answer these questions. You know, Sir Bartlett and very full door. You know, Sir Bartlett hands are very, very full door. But I want you need to find some time, and the committee need to sit and call IC to come and answer some questions from the committee. Because me sure Sir Warmington have a couple of questions for you ask them. Me sure Sir Warmington have some pressing issue for the IC to answer. So may I expect the IC committee to meet sometime next week, and we need to send a letter to Commissioner Bestwick, summon her to the Parliament, and ask her if she's related to Ronif Lawrence. Ask her as well if she's aware of the intimidation tactics and the corruption at the IC, and if she said no, tell her she needs to investigate. And in the meantime, we need to amend the act to make it clear to the commissioner that no report should be sent to the Parliament inconclusive, no interim report. And if the report is finished and the director of prosecution not gonna charge a person, you don't need to send it to the Parliament. That is waste of time. So we have whole heap of things to talk about, Mr. Bartlett. So call the committee together, send the IC a letter, and ask them to come and sit before the committee. That is what we are requesting. That is not too much. We're not asking too much of them. I don't think that is asking too much. Based on the amount of money we are giving them, that is not too much. We not ask them to do and a rocket science and a hard work. They are being paid properly. We are paying them billions of dollars to do nothing up there. They must come and answer questions from us. And finally, me hear say Mayor Vernon went on all angles with Dean Jackson Miller. And I heard that he handled himself very well and answered the question well. And of course, Dean Jackson Miller was being our bully with our bullyism and our yes, me hear so me kid never hear. Yeah, man, me hear say Mayor Vernon was on Dean Jackson Miller program, and she was asking him what he question and said, oh, it was political motivated and blah blah black sheep. Have you any wolf? No, me know say Mayor Vernon. No, he's not a part of the tribalist crew, you know. Me know, you know. You don't have to tell me. Me know. Because as far as I am concerned, no member of the Jamaica Labour Party administration should go on the Jackson Miller program. No member of the Jamaica Labour Party administration, in my opinion, should give Dean Jackson Miller any interview. Dean Jackson Miller is political. Dean Jackson Miller is a bully. And Dean Jackson Miller, in my opinion, is carrying out the work of the People's National Party. And I heard that Mayor Vernon handled himself very well, Owen. He was very, very articulate, and he was very, very he answered the question good, and he was very, very clear. But me not like Dean Jackson Miller approach. I don't like the Jackson Miller approach. You don't have to give her no. Why we have to give interview? We have to give interview. We don't have it to give it to Dean Jackson Miller specific. We have more than 10 media outlets in Jamaica. There is no law in the book say that we should give Dean Jackson Miller no interview. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No law in the book. No law on the book. Nothing to say that we should go to the Jackson Miller program. Dean Jackson Miller cannot summon no government member to come over there. Mark Jefferson Golding, who is the highest paid politician in the country. Mark Jefferson Golding, who is being paid by taxpayer. He pick and choose which media houses him go to. We not say that. Why nobody now hold Mark Golding accountable? He now go certain media house can't call Mark Golding and we the taxpayer pay him. I don't know if I beyond the headline. Yes. I think it's beyond the headline in Gopan. I'm not sure. Me not watch TVJ now. Me not listen to TVJ now. So people have to send me the information and send me the clipping because I don't listen to Dean Jackson Miller or Mount Favor Frill. Me not listen to her. See, that's Radio Jamaica. I don't listen to them, Mickey, so you can't ask me nothing. Ask the people who listen. She's not fair. She say, oh, all over Kingston. She said political poster from both sides. So why is me and Mayor Vernon taking on the PNP sign and placard when all over Kingston and St. Andrew all type of sign put up? Mayor Vernon now run Kingston and St. Andrew. We already know that Kingston and St. Andrew is being run by a non-performer. We already know that Kingston and St. Andrew is being run by a non-performer mayor and a profiler mayor only love to take picture. We already know that Kingston and St. Andrew is being run by a no credibility, no integrity, no substance mayor known as Mayor Swaby. So why is she asking him this question? This is him not run Kingston and St. Andrew. What Mayor Vernon not have nothing to do with what's going on in town? So that question is irrelevant. But that's how the PNP is still, you know? The PNP have to look talking points and something to run with and something to put on social media and run with. But Mayor Vernon fix our business properly. I don't see the PNP post not one video. So Mayor Vernon handle himself properly and answer the question clearly and make it very, very clear to the People's National Party and to Mr. Arton and to the other three of them who never know their name. One of them named Janice Allen, one named Andre Arton, and the one where I wrote, and one named Falls Batty Nikisha, and the other two now. The one we are run against Dr. Chang, me don't know they say one Rastaman, and the one we are run against Minister Bartlett, me don't know who. So Mayor Vernon made it very, very clear to them and make them know say him run film business different and the tourist capital will not be dirty up and nasty up by the People's National Party, and rightfully so. But the PNP then got in a courthouse because we know the PNP love courthouse and them are going to live and dead at courthouse. We don't business with them. Labor rights. One offended by what? Asafa Powell say. Why are you guys offended? Tell me. Cause me not offended. Why him say one not agree with? Wanna say what did Asafa say what you guys are not in agreement with? Me not say nothing when he say wrong. Why not easily offended? Why me tell you that's why the Prime Minister said he might be a nation and not a tribe, you know. Why not offended when the man said me not offended? Yeah. So basically, Michael, and this is not even about politics. He said that after he posted the video of his son tearing up the track at Sports Day, a lot of person commenting and saying the future look bright and oh, his son are going to run for Jamaica and his son are going to be brilliant running for Jamaica and all blah, blah, black sheep, have you any wolf. So he's saying that if his son decide to do track and field, his children will not be running for Jamaica unless things change. Why not offended about that? Me not offended. Him have all right to say so. Why me not do one? When labor right on for rest, man. On for rest. Me not tell a lie. No, man, he's not that serious, man. He have all right to say it. He have all right feel pitney, and him the parent, and he will decide. And I am not, me no business with Asafa. No business up what people want to do with them pitney. We should not run the risk of being being offended or being negative or cuss everybody when they say something, we cannot do that. It is his right and it is his child. It has nothing to do with the Labour Party and nothing to do with Jamaica. We know we love our country and we're patriotic and everything, but at the end of the day, that is his child, and he must be allowed to decide. Here, Patrick then can run for Africa. Even if you don't like the comment, at the end of the day, those are his children. And he have all right to say what he must say. That is not. I'm let me telling you something. There will never be a day when this government can pay track and field athletes to train. And Asaf and the crew are being ungrateful. Because in America, every athlete pay a tax. Who remember the time when England did want Usain Bolt to come over the crowd and Usain Bolt refused to go over there unless they give him a tax exempt? Who remember the time there? Who remember the time when I think one Grand Prix they keep over there, one Diamond League they keep over there, and Usain Bolt refused to go around over there because of the amount of money when they want to take over out time fee. Every single country athletes have to pay a tax pan income. Jamaica and maybe the Caribbean country are the only country where athletes them don't pay no tax. They are tax exempt, and it is because we don't help them develop their skill. We don't help them to develop. So we say, all right, then since we never invest no money now, and we not pay no money for all, we can't keep all our money. They do pay GCT and all the tax, but we don't take no tax out of their salary. They don't pay no income tax. And that is because we don't develop them from grassroots. Every other country, including the United States of America, we have to pay money when they get them big contract from Nike, when they get them big contract from Adidas, when they get them big contract from Gatorade, they have to pay tax. Yes, Master John, they have to pay tax on their income. And the Jamaican athletes do not pay no tax on their income. Me now ask Jamaican athletes when they get their contract from Adidas and from Puma and from Nike, the government do not interfere. That is a fact. Do no research. Do no research. Our government do not interfere when they get them big contract from Nike. They get them big contract from Adidas. We don't take the money from them. We allow them to keep their money. So Asaf and crew is just being ungrateful. Yeah, them pay, of course, them pay other tax, but everybody else pay. They never want to pay no consumption tax. They have to pay consumption tax and all the other taxes, and property tax and vehicle tax and everything. But I'm saying in America, let me explain something to you. You see in an NBA, depending on the team, and depending on where this state that the team is in, that is how the tax calculated. For example, in Miami Heat, they don't pay no tax. They pay maybe a little bit of something. They don't pay no big tax. You see, you see Golden State, you see LA, you see the blue state, them, the athletes, them pay. I'm going to think that all of the athletes then gonna Florida gonna catch up. I'm going to think all the entertainer them gonna Florida gonna catch up. You think say it's not Florida they want to live? It is by design because they pay less taxes in Florida and they pay less taxes in Texas. The red state only live from poor people. The business people them get less tax to pay. I'm not pay attention. The athletes them in Golden State, California, and in all of the blue state them, New York, All of the blue state them, they pay more taxes than the ones in Miami. Because depending, you pay the state tax. And listen to me now. You see, when the athletes them go, it's when the Miami Heat athletes them go and the other state go play basketball, they have to pay the taxes in the state. You never know. When the Miami Heat basketball players go to LA to play the Lakers, they have to pay a state tax. When they go play Golden State Warrior, them have to pay a state tax. See, Nerissa, I tell you, Florida, there is no state tax. And exactly, you pay Florida taxes kind of little different. So our athletes, them don't, when they get their salary, the government don't intervene and then have to report to the government how much they get. They hide up that from the government. That is why when time Ilian Thompson era, they didn't have a problem with one of our coach and then leak her contract from Puma. She wasn't happy and a lot of persons were shocked to know the amount of money where she get from Puma. The government don't touch their money. The government allow them to keep their money. We don't intervene and say, report to the government and tell the government how much you now get and we take money out of it. That has never happened. We don't tax them contract. In America, then tax them contract, Michael. Every contract where the basketball player them get, every contract where Noel Lyles get, all of them Nike contract where them get, then government them have to pay taxes. Or at least don't pay no taxes on that. Me I hear you, Michael. Then if we no tax them contract, Michael, what then make them biggest income? What them a cry about? What are they crying about? Michael, how does the Jamaican athletes make money? Please tell me. How does the Jamaican athletes make money? When the Jamaican athletes go to the World Championship and then win race, they don't pay no money for the money the way they get. They don't pay, and all of the Jamaican athletes them out of the tax threshold. When the Jamaican athletes go to the World Championship to play, to run, and they make their money, we do not take any tax from that money. When they go on the Diamond League circuit and then get their money, we don't take any money out of that money. When they go to the Olympic and then come first, second, or third and get them $100,000 US, we don't take none out of their money. When time Michael Johnson come to Jamaica and give them much $1,000 US for run, we don't take none out of their money. So even though the government not investing in them, the government allow them to keep their money. So what a South Africa will a ball about? Where a ball about? What are their income, Michael? What they write down as their income? What does the athletes report as their income? Tell me. Tell me remember, Michael, the athletes, them don't have a pay slip, There's no way for the government to track their income, So please to explain to me in the comment section how the government track the athletes, them income. Because we know for a fact say when they go overseas, go around the government, don't take none of their money. That is why Usain Bolt, I will never forget when you was in a 23rd, 12 or something before, when Usain Bolt, when England wanted Usain to come over the run, when Usain Bolt do the maths and see how much money they might take out of money, Usain Bolt said, "Me not going." And they gave him a tax exempt. You know, remember? Me not have to do no more research, Michael, me know. So the athletes them get away with murder in Jamaica. Them too greedy and them too unfair. We live in a third world country where they expect the government must get money to build them from grassroots. That is impossible. And that is the fact. And that even the United States of America, the country don't invest in the athletes. I wonder if you know. I wonder if you know, say, in the United States of America, I know the government investing in the athletes. A sponsor then get. A sponsor then get. And a government. So we don't know where they expect Babsy Granger and Jones to get money from. So if a Safa and his children want to move to another country and represent another country, that is fine. We have athletes a dime a dozen. We have athletes a dime a dozen. Every single people born out of their mother womb. Aaron, everybody, every athlete in Jamaica, every people born out of their mother womb. I said they want to be athletes, so we don't have to worry. Government now take out the money when time and get them big pay. Me not upset. Sure, let me come and fight for you. Come and fight, yes. And another thing, guys, in closing, boy, I'm not tell you about labor right. You know, get trouble on social media, you know. You know, give a lot of trouble on social media. I don't want to send me that the video there for coming a business with him. You can run anywhere you want to run. They can them can run. We have whole heap of athletes. We now worry we sell about athlete. Athlete are no a problem. As a baby born out of them mother breast, them run up and down, so they want to be next Usain Bolt. We not have no problem with that. That's not a problem. I mean, no one cause us off and I come like you. So I don't want to tell me that far. I don't know, so I like us off already. Sure. 2 hours and 20 minutes. We're gonna leave now. So me no want to ask me no more question. I mean, I want to remind me I no more topic. Tomorrow we talk about the rest of the topic then. All right? Me not allow it to late. That is what I'm saying. I don't mind if I suffer go. This have nothing to do with the Labour Party. This have nothing to do with government. We have a government. We have a track record of performance. We not have to worry about athletes and we not have to worry about entertainer. Because, you see, we don't need no entertainer and no athlete to sell off the Labour Party. We have a track record of performance. So we don't have to worry about that. Based on the level of work that Andrew Michael Holness do, we don't have to go call nobody if you come campaign with us. We are right. So we don't need to worry ourselves and not pay attention to foolish, stupid topic. No, I'm not going to say that about him. Because Asafa is a legend and he represents the country well, and we're proud of him and we love him and we thank him for representing the country. We're not going to bash him. Good night, Munchie. Are you going to TikTok? I want going over there. I want going over TikTok now. Where you want me to go over there for? I want going over there. What's going on over TikTok? Festive. Ay, Jesus. Festivities. Guys, me not front of the line, boss. Labor rights. All you can build PNP platform, so. Thank you for reminding me. Uno ever go on front of the line, boss, TikTok page and look on the video them when put out about the government? Uno can't, right now, front of the line, boss is live. 8 people are watching. Only when the Labour Party go over there, uno grow people platform. Uno can't grow people platform, so man. Right now, me just type in front of the line, boss, on TikTok. 8 people I watch front of the line, boss. 8 people. 8 people I watch front of the line, see me and look pan. And uno I go over, they go full up in platform and I give relevance. Uno go up front of the line, boss, and page and go look on the things they want to say about the government. Uno can't support PNP, so man. Uno can't support PNP, so. Uno will not see me, Munchie B, on front of the line, boss, platform. You don't even think about it. You're the one me care about in just start. We don't care if in just start. And we are go over there go grow it up. Make the PNP then take that they want them, man. And everything if we go, because me not like front of the line, boss, Mikhail. I don't like him. Because when you look on the video, them when post. When you look at the things they want impose in cost the government, nobody will cost the government. Me not grow them platform. Nobody. I'm sorry. We're not going over there. We don't go look. A long time you look on him, you know. A long time you watch front of the line, boss, and I be a negativity thing put out by the government. So I don't own a great platform. Me better not go on back past Squitty and Charmaine. At least then on a negative video about the Prime Minister and the government. I don't love grow people platform too much and Michael and the whole of uno. Or what do you know so? Eh? Right now, I have 8,000 followers. By the time we're done with him, he reach 15,000. Oh, no. Sure. No stop it, man. No stop it. No stop grow PNP platform. He can turn over there by himself. Both front of the line. Back of the line, fee. Me don't even have no sense. Back of the line, fee. Both front of the line. Look here, nobody upset me in the night here, guys. No come off a PNP platform. We can go on about him business. But in front of line. And then me know him long time, Lance, but you know me not highlight no PNP, but me here say the labor right them over the itch up at night time. One thing you know, labor right, when you can roll all over. If you not see a JLP live or go on labor right, when you can go and go watch one like a movie. In labor rights, if you not somebody call me, because see if I want labor right this. Munchie B, good night.
Good night, Munchie.
You're the pan speaker.
I know, I was watching for.
All right, just make you know.
Nice program, good job. Keep it up.
Thank you, my dear.
On the Asafa comments, I really don't think it's a monetary thing. I believe Asafa has been voicing his growth about the J3, as well as how athletics, is handled. The J3 is Jamaica Athletics Association. And how they run the Olympic teams, the support. I believe it's more along those lines.
Okay.
And I agree with you. He didn't say anything, but he said these things don't change. Meaning, the whole system around track and field, isn't improved. He doesn't say anything bad.
Yeah.
When you look at the states and the investment into their track and field team, the equipment, the training, that goes into it, it's far superior to what we have here. A lot of it, we are big guns when it comes to track and field, and that is because natural talent.
Yes.
We're blessed with natural talent.
True.
You know what I mean? But when it comes on to equipment, training facilities, the investment, we are nowhere near.
True.
So he's saying that, if things don't change, the youth them now go run to Jamaica. He have all the right to say that.
Of course, he does.
Right to say that.
True.
We react to things and we politicize every issue.
Yeah, that's why but Travis, that's why the Prime Minister say he might be a nation, not a tribe. We might talk, because we're terrible. And sometimes somebody have to rein we back in, because we last we. And this is one good example.
Yes, man. You're on a topic before. I want to comment on that. What's that?
Which one? About the IC or about the Portmore parish?
Oh, those are the two things that I talk about. Anyhow, when we register the business this way, I think, what we have now is worse than what was the year before.
You think so?
Yeah, make sure we register.
Jesus God.
I don't think I'm going to jump into that too much, but I'll say this to you. We have a national response that we are promoting in a response towards JJ's decision to have a protest on the 29th. On the 29th will be Blue Day, where the ordinary citizen, can show solidarity and stand with the police. That day, you posting media have video that you support.
Yeah.
Security forces.
That's a good idea.
We have the flyers that are being made and sent out to check protecting JA. There's a flyer out already.
Yes.
Another flyer.
Yes.
And we're promoting Blue Day.
We're back in the blue.
Yeah, we are standing with the people in blue. You know,
Yes.
because these are Jamaican citizens also who are risking their lives. They do a very hard job that most of us wouldn't want to do.
True.
And at the end of the day, even the people criticize it. If their house or car is broken into, it's the same men in blue.
First thing they do a call police.
And I believe it is it's been going on for so long towards our society. It's always bashing the police. I'm not saying every single police officer is above board. Neither am I saying all of them is bad.
Right.
Nevertheless, we need the police to keep, stability and safety.
Exactly.
And security. And we can't just be the same energy and the amplified voice that we give into criticizing. That same voice should be as loud to give them praise, to tell them thanks, to show them support.
True. So true, Chavi, you're right. So true.
And we know everybody that's going to be able to make it to the transport center, to stand into the theater.
So people going to the transport center as well?
I've heard whispers of it, but I'm saying to every individual straight across Jamaica.
Okay.
It doesn't matter where you're going, whether it be work, church, school, or you're going to. We're saying we're blue in support of the men and women that serves us.
Yeah, man. If people that got a transportation center, I'll meet go up there too. Coming on the media will be there, and I can voice my opinion and I make the JFJ say they are not representing the people of Jamaica. They are only representing their organization. They don't represent us. Because the law-abiding citizens of Jamaica supports the police and the work. Because she better come with her statistic, Chavi, to show the people of Jamaica all the extrajudicial killing where she had claimed to say, what them are alleged. Because where is Indicom with that paperwork?
That's what I'm saying. Their action is not speaking in case of Indicom. Indicom is as if they're trying to tell us that Indicom is corrupt.
Yeah.
They're not doing their job.
Exactly.
They're holding down information. That's what they're insinuating.
Yeah.
Because there is a whole body, a whole institution that is responsible to make sure that, and they investigate every single, analyzing it, if you may call it that.
Yeah.
By the police, they make sure they cross their things and that. They make sure they're above board, and it is not cold-blooded murder.
It's not.
And they Indicom have a charge anyone in connection to this number that you're giving. There has been no charges made.
No. None of the police them since January have not been charged for anything. But yet still she had protest. You're right. She out of order, man. She out of order. It's a good idea to wear blue because we are back the blue and we are black. We are back Dr. Kevin Blake, and we want him to know that more of us support him than people who are against him. Funding them a look Chavi, and they must not say the funding dry right up.
Listen, the money that the millions that is being pumped into these entities, I believe it would work wonders and do better if it is used in other areas of society.
True.
At this point, they're not serving their purpose or the people, because the JFJ is talking of this staging of protests, right? For 93 murders in what? 93 police shootings. Let me not call it murder. Let me appreciate that. But 93 police shootings or fatal shootings, right? But how many murders have been committed during the same period of time?
Exactly.
And you have over 1,000 murders for the last 20, 30 years we've been going through that. So the last 20 years it's been over 1,000. I've never heard them come out to appeal. I've never seen the JFJ keep or showed up at a community festival to promote by conflict resolution or peace management courses, or encouraging that there are other ways to settle disputes. We don't see you doing that work.
Right. So we can say at least them balance.
We don't see you trying to mitigate murders as in citizens against citizens. You know what I mean? We don't see her trying to do that, but you're out here criticizing the men and women in blue, and we can't support them for that.
Can't support them. I agree.
Because at the end of the day, if something happened to you, Miss Jackson, and it's a John Clark, I believe, is her death. You were going to call on the police to try to get redress for the infringement committed against you.
True.
So I don't understand. But and I take away a program.
No, man, the program is actually complete. I'm glad you called because the people in seminar take the call and the other phone did and lost. And a lot of persons have my personal number. So I wanted them to see that people have a personal number can call me. So you can call me upon it as well. And thank you so much, Travi. Call me anytime. Travi, what do you think about front of the line platform?
Front of the line?
Mm-hmm.
Here's my issue with a lot of these so-called neutral people.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to stay away from it, but I sense that the person who's doing it didn't have knowledge on the political atmosphere. They don't have much knowledge. And even if they don't have enough knowledge on it, whenever somebody puts forth an argument, research it. Make sure that you have a duty to use your platform for whatever you want to do. But if you're going to go into the political arena where, politics is very important because it's important. It is very important we know who we're putting into leadership position.
Right.
Because we will be tasked with making very, very serious decisions that affect our lives, the lives of our children and our children's children. And if you allow anybody to come out and make any careless talk and tell any lie and purport it as true, we find that to be careless and dangerous. And
right.
I want no part of it.
Right.
I want no part of it. So
right.
Front of the line is going to check them when they speak.
Mm-hmm. Or if you check and you don't know nothing, front of the line, no sense. Front of the line, no politics.
And the funny thing about it, I've been watching the platform because quite a few people have been saying, front of the line is a place where they gather and you can go there and debate whoever. Come in a space that we need you, as a strong debater and as somebody who, yeah. So Mr. Light, let me watch the program first, and I end up watching him and just one whole barrage of Orange Rangers.
Thank you.
Down, trying to convince him and telling him that, hey, they are bad people.
Thank you. Let me know that missed too.
And he sits there and I said, oh, that's why they do this. Oh, that's why they do that. Agreeing to the nonsense. So
right.
When they are the ones who are trying to recruit him for their Lion Brigade.
Thank you.
And he does, and he, I don't even want to comment on him personally, but he's unable to see through the lies and misinformation that they're putting into his head, brainwashing him, so to speak, and he can't,
yeah.
He's not aware of what he's
so we can't go upon any people, the platform, Chavi. We have an election to win, we don't have time for that.
No, waste the time.
Yeah. All right, so people are here. I don't mean telling you what to do because I don't want to go say, me of telling you what to do. Because I already, I cuss me already. Say, me gone down at Western Hanover. I left Western Westmoreland. I left Western Westmoreland because me a labor right. And again, me saying in my opinion, me not coming on front of the line platform. That is not a labor right platform. That is an opportunist, lean PNP who wanting channel for grow. I'm not grow no PNP channel. Thank you, Chavi. Good night.
I've got many invitations, but
people call me and say if I come over there, call me needed over there. I say I don't need it over there, so come here, no idiot. We know dogs are.
Hold on. Put that aside. We have a consensus on that. We don't do that.
Yeah.
What you say about Western?
Well, last night I said to my people who watch me, a few little people then, now that the contest is finished and the delegates have chosen Dr. James, I think we should come on board and support Dr. James and support the party and work together and come together to win the seat. I also said that the people who supported Dr. James from day one should call him, the blogger, everybody, and say, Dr. James, reach out to more than voters them and Moreland people them, go by yourself, talk to them privately. Even if they share me on the phone, call them again. Make every single effort to bring everybody on board so we can win this seat. And we do not want ENAs in our parliament. But the people them say how much, me me change my mouth and me this and that. But I am telling you, Chavi, I prefer Dr. James winning the seat and switching back to PNP for that in Wando than ENAs win the seat. I am a Labour, right? And our system work up is first past the post, and Andrew Holness I want to pass the post first, and I win for Dr. James and win for Andrew Holness, and that is all that matters to me.
I understand that, and I share, and I understand it well. I'll tell you this. Let me talk about my position on the matter of Western Westmoreland and a whole. I'm not going to just talk about the latest happening. I have been supporting Moreland for all this time. Even when they had the confidence vote, I supported, hoping that he would have gotten up to saying yes for him to stay. Now, when the runoff was announced, and I, mind you, all this time I had my reservations about his abilities and what is going on. I have been watching. I have even encouraged him, stating that, hey, yeah, allow Ian Pierce to run around and I do too much.
Right.
Mitigate some of the damage that he is doing. You have to respond, you have to speak up, you have to show some backbone. Nevertheless, I kept supporting him. When the runoff was announced, and I listened to some comments he made, I was like, I'm not gonna go with this. And I'll say this to you, Butch, and I give me an honest opinion on it. This is a conversation between me and you now, and your audience. Now, I've heard people saying things that like he was a PMP and this and that, and we can't. How is that sensible when we're out here appealing for voters? We don't just want Labour right voters, we want some.
Agree.
Us, the party that is building Jamaica. That's how we'll go from strength to strength. But if you push people aside and say, oh, they did that here, how does that help?
Not true.
How does that help the industry?
Not true. We have to grow with base. I know on a JLP alone, I got help for win. We have to grow with base.
Right now, you have strong bloggers out here who are fight the cause with tooth and nail to the Jamaica Labour Party. Who were? Who have supported PNP before.
Exactly.
Parents and grandparents have supported
PNP,
but have made a conscious decision to support the Jamaica Labour Party. Why? Because they are putting Jamaica first. And I choose Jamaica. I choose Jamaica. Choose Jamaica. And any Jamaican who chooses Jamaica and decided to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party, we now push them aside.
I agree.
Because of any past inklings with whatever.
I agree.
So what you're saying, all right, I don't get it because these are the same people who supported Bruce Golding, who left to go and run for the NDM and then return.
Right. We have to do better. We have to do better, Chavi, and we have to make sure. Yeah, man.
And we have to do what is right for Jamaica as a whole. And like you said, I vote for Dr. K or Dr. James. It's a vote for Jamaica.
It is. So me look on it. And I vote for Andrew Michael Holness. We support anybody who will support Andrew Holness. That's why I'm not in agreement with Moreland and the vice note them when send out. And me tell Moreland people, if I tell Moreland, say, stop it. Just relax himself and take in loss and go sit down and stop it. That don't make no sense anymore.
Look at Mr. Chin, for example. Mr. Chin left and down on different status.
Yeah.
He's running very defensive. Many people might say him now, but we
don't
care.
But him is a party man.
No, the seat that he served now, we would never expect him to win it either.
Exactly.
So what is the difference?
I think Moreland should come and work with that. Even if you don't want to work with him now, eventually you should come, but do not send out no more voice notes and make the things bad for himself.
And foolishness. And do what is right.
Yeah, that's true.
And do what is right.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Chavi.
You know, if you people pay attention to, and I wish Moreland could have heard Moreland, let me tell you why you need to support Dr. James. If the PNP don't want Dr. James to win, they would rather you as the candidate against the other here. It means something. They are scared of that man running.
Yeah, man. You know, the ENAs put out one long propaganda video, but a propaganda voice note, and one like a people call me. But not calling me not have you know.
That's the whole like same thing you went to with the Cuthbert plane. You figure? I see you have your phone call it with the Cuthbert plane. You land with itself. And next thing more, and next thing too. You see him afraid his brother. Remember last time before we come run around at that place, that brother challenged this internet though. The brother then become our
So he won against Wickham?
Now send you one picture.
You see, me never know these things, you know, but we should because me love Moreland. I was supporting Moreland, but you know, me move on because so me stay. I'm all for Andrew Holness, you know, anything he say, me work with.
I keep saying it to them. I said it to Cadet during that time. You're frightened to see Cadet inbox me say, all right, boss.
Yes, and so Cadet gone over back to MP. When you saw Cadet gone back over in I'm party. Okay.
No, that's why I never wasn't traded between us.
Yeah. Me see Cadet, I tell him, Mr. Cadet, big up you, me happy. Me happy. Mount have a meet and disagreement, but Cadet gone back over to him party, and I love that. No sensible labor right.
The lady. That's what he maintained enough to never left.
Yes.
He was just not putting his support behind the lady. And then and it is true because even when time the lady had certain meetings, he would show up. Even though
not support. Oh my God.
He was there at the meeting. And guess what? And nobody tell me I watch it live from her meeting, live video. And the camera, Mr. Camera, so please go back up. Go back up. Cadet that. I'm like, wow, this brother.
Yeah, man.
I want to show you one picture. Pick a hide, man, like you know.
Me just know say, Chavi, me no know then say me are the biggest. It's a night time I come out for the live, so my labor then text me and call me and tell me say me a hypocrite. Me say me are the biggest hypocrite for Andrew Holness because me willing to make up with my worst enemy as long as Andrew Holness benefit. I am not too big to apologize or to work with anybody who supports Andrew Michael Holness. As so me stay because me will forever put my country and my party first over myself and my needs and who me like. Me will forever do that.
I don't see why people is still upset when the democratic process was followed.
Yeah.
He turned out to be the loser.
Yeah, and based on that, me I support him. Based on that. Because I know that a vote for James is a vote for Andrew Holness, and that is all that matters. And me no matter what people cuss and tell me, it doesn't matter. And when me done me I say, me want a vote. Me there I look for Andrew, you know. And he say, but much me not vote for Andrew. Because I say, why I'm him 2-2, and he say easy, you know. Nobody can tell me nothing for distract me from my prime minister, you know, Travi. And my prime minister me a focus pan. So me willing. Yeah, me willing to work with James if a James a come, and I hope to God, Travi, reach out to the Moreland people because I know so don't know them and just make them know say, look here, a one party and an Andrew Holness we do this for. Let us come together and win this constituency for Andrew Holness because we don't want ear nails in our parliament. Yeah.
It's not like they gave you somebody who's new.
Right.
He's a farm player, so he's proven failure.
Exactly. Exactly.
Proven failure because you have been proven to be a failure in Hanover, and that's why the people of Hanover booed you. And now you are reach for Western.
Exactly. Yeah, come if you take over Westmoreland. You know, I don't have a barn in a green come from, and James come from Clarendon. Where Dayton come from? Where Dayton come from? Dayton no come from Westmoreland, but down there look see it. James work down there. James is a part of the community. James pay tax down there and then live down there. But James come from Clarendon.
I'll tell you this. One of the only high schools that is one of two high schools that is lesser in Westmoreland constituency. The man serves as principal for one of those.
Exactly. So we're no business if you're not born down there. We don't care. That does not disqualify him. Because remember, Michael Manny changed the law. Back in the days, MP used to have living in a constituency. Michael Manny changed the law because the lazy PNP, they never want to go to the constituency go live. So, Enough a band down there.
His origin wasn't an issue when he was running.
Exactly. Now listen, me now listen to Ian ears, Travi.
Why is it now?
We have to come on board and Travi, please reach out back to the moorland labor right them down there. Wanna know them, I want a family member, them wanna come from down there. You and the wanna reach out to them and fix it. Fix it. Remember so gym supporter, you know.
Yeah, but
If you see if Moreland Wilson did win, me have me 5 labor rights with me and them plan to go down there. Me have me 5 labor rights Moreland supporter in a Travi we organize our money and was gonna go down there for work with Moreland, you know, if we do win. We don't win, so who no fi go do it because who no win. So we are depend on who fix it. No, when you no fix the constituency for we don't want to go down the winter to divide. We want to come down there when you no fix it. Because if Moreland do win, me and my 5 Moreland people would have come down there, come fix it. Yeah, about 10 people.
And one of the things we must consider too. Remember that the MP is responsible to curate the list of voters, and if Moreland has the power to curate the list and lost from its list, it tells a damning story, but we must accept these things.
I agree. Me accept it. I agree. At the Moreland people, if you go down, they go tell, not me, because you know, say me on social media, you know, me no joke already. Me easy if you go back over to my prime minister. So you know have to tell me, because you know, say and Joel is me say. Yeah, man, you know, say almost 3 hours. Oh my God. Later, Travi, have a beautiful evening. All right. Yeah. Guys, you know, say almost 3 hours me there, Sata. I know me can talk a lot because when we used to go to school and when my father come collect my report, everyone I teach them say, oh, she talks a lot. Every teacher put it on my report, say me talk a lot. So me know me not have no problem with talking. But sometimes when I have to stop me and say, boy, munch be, you gone over 3 hours now, go on, man. You know, it's hours a night now. I will come back tomorrow night, can do this all over again. And James, me I tell Travis to send me James' number. And we're going to do one TikTok live Friday night with James and the people them. We're going to talk it over. So prepare yourself. And please, Michael and your crew over TikTok, leave out front of the line, boss, and go find something to do. If no labor right now live, you go and go watch TV. You can go watch CNN. You can go watch MSNBC. You can go watch Al Jazeera. You can go watch Love and the Pop Atlanta, or you can go watch one movie, go and find something to do. And if you don't have no TV, go read no Bible and go read no quarterly and come off a TikTok and rest on no finger. You not have to go jump up in a PNP box, so not too busy body. All right? Later, my people, love you so much and thank you for the support.